to Bemba.
You know, if you're going to give Degenhardt anything, it's going to be the threes. 31% from there's Clifford in transition.
Wow. Colorado State is now 0 for 6. Clifford trying to get in the scoring column. And still not there. For Colorado State, their starters are 0 for 7. Their bench is 4 for 4. Clifford and the starters are still 0 for. Rebounding advantage, which was one of Nico Medved's big keys for us today.
Yeah, even though they beat them that last game at Boise State, they got hurt on the glass.
Clifford is good. They need a timeout. Timeout. Won't rattle in, but back out to Bourne. And Bourne feeling it. To a cutting Clifford for 2 and a foul. Clifford turnaround jumper. And the rebound to Ugbo.
That was good defense by Meadow that time.
Morton spinning on Degenhardt. Nowhere to go. Finds Clifford in the corner for 3. And R.J. King may have gotten a piece of that one.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Nowhere to go. Shot clock at 5. Lake. Turnaround. Jumper. High arcing shot. Won't go. Tipped by Clifford. No good. Crocker Johnson goes into the Boise State bench. And its State is 3 and 6 when trailing at the half. Trying to come back for the 4th time this year. And
what a screen by Bemba.
Clifford misses, though, and Meadow is there hurt on the screen. Slow to get up. Crocker Johnson draws the double. That leaves Clifford open. Can't do that.
He didn't have an assist. Now he's got 5.
Clifford spinning. Count it, and the foul. Clifford with the shot clock at 5 for a Mountain West tournament record. They've got it. It's 12-3. Again using clock. Timer winding down. Clifford. Oh, yes. What a move.
Makes it look easy.
Clifford off the mark. And Crocker Johnson
to enjoy the madness that we all get ready to enjoy.
There's one guy that was never on the bubble. Gene Steratore.
That's right.
There's a lock every year.
Yeah, that's nice when you're a good rep.
Thank you, Gene. 9 of 13 from the floor. 5 of 8 from deep and 9 rebounds. Clifford. No good.
And, you know, more than that, it's what they did and how they were playing.
This already, so showing off his willingness and ability to understand the game and take advantage of what's presented to him.
That's his first shot. Rebound taken down. Colorado State got it. Evans trying to attack this zone. Clifford. Real difficult shot, and he makes it.
Tremendous body control in the middle as well as flashes, because there's more space in the middle of the floor.
Clifford, baseline drive, falling away. That's a high-quality shot by Nique Clifford.
Casey Augman, Greg Anthony, Larry Johnson.
And they put Augman at the top.
His length, his instincts, that was something to deal with if you were an opposing.
7 points.
Well, they've done that on occasion this year. They're not afraid to go 10, sometimes 11 deep.
Clifford. And that was over. Clifford. Why not? Nique Clifford.
Doesn't mean you can't get back into the play.
Ah, that's Nique Clifford. That's Nique Clifford. Ball back. And it's pried loose by Clifford, who gets it in the corner and hits the 3.
That's just how it's going for Colorado State. Get the loose out.
In Jerry Palm's brackets, a 9 seed. Clifford streaks through the lane, gets a foul, gets a bucket. What can't he do? Evans around the pick. Clifford was way off. Doesn't happen all.
Up near the free throw line, extended area as well.
Clifford turning and missed the shot. And let's see if the Aggies can three-point shooters on the floor. But if they get some looks, that could help. Clifford, strong, missed it. Martinez, rebound. False live in trend. Now Clifford can run clock. Barges his way in, missed it. Templin has it, outlet. False left ahead of everybody. Hammers it home.
Here's Clifford. So dangerous down low, and that's why.
And he's projected to be in the first round.
Now,
Great help by Davidson that time.
Clifford a three. It's good.
This team makes over 9 threes.
Ethan Morton has checked in for Colorado State as Clifford hits for 2 more.
Yeah, and Joppa, who doesn't really play a lot, the transfer from
Daniel Foster, another one out tonight, and we already mentioned KJ Himes.
it does a number on your rotations.
Clifford way too strong on that three, and Sanders is there for the rebound. And they've gone 1 for 5. So they've cooled off just a little bit. Still lead by 1. Clifford with the jam.
Yeah, you know, I did notice that on the score sheet, and Steve Albert not happy with that one.
I think the wise coaches use these halftime interviews as a way to get a little message across.
I like how Evans said, you know,
Down to Lake.
Bemba did a great job of using his strength and just walling up there and not being moved.
Clifford, turnaround, tough shot, won't go. Clifford sees an opening. Creates some space, and it won't go down. Crocker Johnson can't grab the offensive rebound. Not his night.
He hasn't even been really close.
Offensive rebound by Clifford. They leave him alone. He's wide open. Missed it. And Rollison saves it from going up. Clifford spinning at the hoop.
What a finish.
Counted and one. What a move by Nique Clifford. 8 threes a game, but it has not been their night with 11 minutes to play. Clifford advantage size-wise over Rollison, but could not finish.
Yeah, he went right at him.
Nico Medved wanted a foul.
Good under there. That was a good handoff there.
Clifford misses. Offensive rebound. Joppa had it ripped away by Sanders, and then well, Kyan Evans had such a hot start to this game, but quiet since has not scored here in the second half. Wow. Call, Clifford 2 more.
I thought that was a travel. Now, maybe he kept that pin. Reverse it, cut, reverse it.
Clifford, turnaround, tough shot. It's good.
And then you got a guy like him.
Lake whirling to the lane. Kyan Evans and giving this team great scoring production. Short clock. There's Nique. An air ball. Corralled by Degenhart to begin.
Strong body. Really a key cog to everything Boise State does defensively, but you see what he can do on the offensive end as well.
Clifford too strong this time for 3, and the freshman Pearson, they were picked 7th in this league, can finish as the 2 seed with a win tonight. Clifford calls his own number, and with about a half a dozen NBA scouts in attendance,
From the basket.
Clifford just picked up his first foul. Goes to work on Meadow. Hits the brakes. Hits the jumper.
Sometimes good offense is better than good defense. Colorado State playing so well, making 6 out of their last 7 buckets. Just moving the basketball. You see there's not a ton of dribbling.
Clifford beats the buzzer. Clifford trying to calm the crowd. 8 to fire for the Rams. Nique Clifford with 5. Over Degenhart.
That's an offensive player developing so quickly.
Lake doing it at the defensive end. Here comes Evans again. Drops it off for Clifford, trailing. A finger roll at the finish.
He just floats, doesn't he?
Step. Oh, everything but the three. 6-0 burst here for the Rams. Clifford could not extend it. An empty trip for Colorado State. Evans trying to put the freshman in a blender. Clifford taking over.
You lean one way. On FS1 in the first half, this is where Boise State had some success with this full court 1-3-1. Not this time.
Clifford says, have some foul trouble right here. I'm playing through. This game means wait. Defensively, they've only given up that dunk to Clifford since the half. Now for three. Nique. Clifford splash.
Just get him the ball.
Buchanan had it deflected. Rams get a steal. Clifford hits the Jets and wins the race to the rim.
You're not catching that man.
13 second chance points. Make it 15. Clifford, a one-man comeback.
That's been the story. Second chance paint at will. Now once he gets there, that's the differentiator.
All Clifford. And a free throw to follow.
Sweet Lord, that man's good. Those goggles on.
Always got to give the coach the credit for the well-timed timeout, right? Right when it looked like the Rams were rolling back within one. Leon Rice settles his group down.
Colorado State with a 1-point lead. Feels like a big possession.
A little less than 6 minutes. Clifford.
Who else?
Career high.
Are you kidding?
Evans to Clifford. Cardenas defending. Nique, Clifford. Unstoppable.
Nothing short of it.
Lake surveys. Finds Morton in the middle. Clifford lets the defender fly by. Too strong on the three. And it's claimed by Meadow.
Buttering a little bit on this offensive possession out between the rings. Evans, high post Bemba, 8 to shoot, hands off to Clifford, steps into a three, got it. Nique Clifford dial up his first trip. It's Ram basketball. Colorado State going to their bench. Bowen Bourne has checked in, one of those seniors, along with Ethan Morton. Clifford got right down the lane, bank shot up, missed everything, right into the hands of Latrell Davis. Feels like we haven't had scoring in quite some time. Clifford on the right wing. Nique takes the screen, foul line, rises and hits from 15 feet.
And he's just inside.
Clifford, another great defensive stand for Colorado State. Nique into the front court, rises for three. Rounded out there, rebound to San Jose State.
Boy, and he had a chance.
Rebound to Kyan Evans. Kyan with his head up. Rams in transition. Found Clifford, left baseline. Underneath the basket he goes. Fade away. Two is good. Pass it to Crocker Johnson. He'll set his feet. Fire the three. Missed it short. Game right to Clifford. New life for the Rams. Nique, step back three. Bag it for Nique Clifford. I saw Washington flailing a little bit there as well. Nico Medved had us completely shielded. Rams on the inbounds. Foul line jumper. Clifford short. And then a rebound out of bounds. It's going to go. Slithers in for the pretty left-handed layup.
I told you, when he gets downhill, I mean, he uses that body and that size.
And then Clifford gets down the lane, throws it up, and rejected, but we'll get with it. And scores it with the right hand, and Ganga has knocked down a couple of threes tonight as well. Forecourt, Clifford left down the lane, and he beat the defense. Reverse layup is up and good.
Oh, now here comes Clifford. I like how hard Colorado State's playing early. Clifford on the shot fake, gets a good look in the corner and drills it. Bourne down to the paint, goes back out. Clifford, 5 seconds. Clifford puts up a really tough three. I was going to say if that goes, ends up being a miss.
It almost did.
They are a long shot, certainly, but could at least play themselves into the bubble conversation.
I think so.
Inside, Clifford converts.
I love that action from Colorado State. Where
50-50 ends up going for the Rams.
Colorado State been so good offensively, gotten Utah State out of this zone.
Clifford earns a second chance. can play, or as really any team can play. They've turned it over twice, made 8 of 10 from behind the arc, 2/3 of their shots. Clifford can't get it off the window. Utah State just been up at halftime, pretty darn good. They've won 17 of 18 times this year, led by this man, Nique Clifford. Euro step towards the bucket, gets it off the window for 2. 48-20 NBA athleticism. Pull-up jumper on the other side. No, and Bemba kept it alive for Clifford. Now a baseline 2, money.
Do it all, Nique Clifford.
On the first Saturday in March, it's an unreal day of college basketball. Nique Clifford, big-time NBA prospect. Step back, Trey, got it. Regular season champions. First time they've done that in 11 years outright. Picked to finish 6th in the preseason poll. And all they have done is dominate. They got a new coach, they have a new star.
New roster, pretty much.
Right, they lost Greg Alsamore, and Danny Sprinkle took that team to the tournament.
And the decision-making in terms of hiring head coaches at Utah State, off the charts good.
Step back 3, Nique Clifford now with... This is going to be 5 out of 6 years with 20 wins for Niko Medved.
So he's sustaining it, which is hard to do.
So much consistency as Clifford's back over 20 points. He's got it online on social media, and they're going to be like, wait a minute, that's got to be some kind of mistake.
No.
Very impressive showcase. Oh, speaking of impressive, Nique Clifford. Good. Not
prove. I think the role players have settled in for what is needed from them and their confidence.
Clifford just piling on. 26.
Gives it to the big man. Now he'll start the offense. Nique Clifford hasn't scored yet. He'll spot up for 3. Just too long. Rebound on the ground and spot. The 5th seed in the Mountain West tournament. They're trying to move up, get themselves a better seeding. It's Nique Clifford with the first drive that he gets to the rim. Fortunately, he couldn't make it. Taylor leading all scorers with 8 points. Now Nique Clifford trying to respond. Gets in the paint. Beautiful move. Can't convert. Cooper with the rebound, and the Falcons want to run. Just have to be a team that makes shots. At the end of the day, it's all about making buckets. Bo Becker's going to come in. He goes to the scores table. Oh, what a dunk by Nique Clifford. Well, if the jumper doesn't work. 4 minutes remaining, 19-19 our score. Air Force comes to this ball game with a 12-4 conference record. Could get that shot to go, and that'll be a foul. Try to win 2 in a row after beating Fresno State on Saturday. Clifford, mid-range J. Yeah, that's easy as money right there. Can't give that up at the elbow to Nique Clifford. Get some more open shots.
I think everybody is just knowing that he is their guy that they turn to, and so everyone's just jumping out on him, and they're making shots harder for him.
That's really blocked. Clifford in the paint, going to work, and can't get the con roll. Rebound strong by Caleb. Just shoot the ball. By the way, it's a 9-0 run over the last minute for Colorado State. And here comes Clifford, and Mew almost made that 11-0, and he has his hands to the heavens. Couldn't believe he missed that late. 40-32 is our score. Williams a little bit lost. Gives it to Bourne. Oh, can't leave Nique Clifford open from the top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net. A couple of stops. Find themselves right in the meat of this. Clifford. He has 7 points. Going up against Ethan Taylor. No good. Rebound, though, by Colorado State. Back to Clifford for 3. Rolls in and out. And Bourne somehow gets the rebound. Going right back to the drawing board. We're going right back to the workouts, to our, which is working on our game. Shots like that, so hopefully they will fall. As Nique Clifford got everything. Of 11 from the floor, 2 of 6 from downtown. Clifford. And his jersey was grabbed, and somehow he still makes it. Well, Nique Clifford was grabbed and bleed the clock. And the few fans in green making the trip from Fort Collins starting to stand up and applaud as Nique Clifford takes the layup and gets it to go. And there's that double-double you were talking about.
Mountain West action on CBS Sports Network continues from the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. Colorado State, UNLV.
He's going to get a lot of attention from here on out, and it's going to be him to make the right read and make the right plays.
Colorado State so good off inbounds. That one was State still with their eyes at potentially finishing atop the Mountain West. Came into today's action 2.5 back of New Mexico. Clifford line drive wasn't close.
Hasn't even got going yet offensively, and you just expect him to explode for one of his outbreaking games that he's normally is accustomed to having.
There's Nique. Well, that time hits the deck hard, no foul. He's
stepping up right now. You're seeing Hill, you're seeing Bedford, you're seeing Cherry. This is what it's going to take for them to win.
Clifford struggling in this half, but gets that one before the horn off glass for his first 45% from three, unconscious. Lake back ironing off. There's Clifford, a rare offensive rebound for a player so great on the defensive glass. Second chance shot, no.
Yeah, he almost got that one to fall. But Cherry keeps scoring the way he is. Expect for him to get double teamed as the game goes on. Clifford finally gets one to go.
Splashes the friends of that group. He's always over and they're having a good time. And beloved teammates.
Well, that's his big. He better be over there if he wants his big to set more screens for him.
That's fair. Got to reward Bear.
Find him the basketball.
Colorado State still in contention in the Mountain West as Clifford fades and knocks it down. That's down as many as 12. Have tied it at 51. Clifford wants three. Way off.
He creates a lot of offense that may not show up on the stat sheet, but right now, UNLV is, as Clifford drives, UNLV is showing a lot of heart right now and playing some really good.
Colorado State looking to keep pace in a tightly contested top of the Mountain West. Clifford, gorgeous fade, can't get the shot to go. Rebounds contested in the
show up on the stat sheet.
That's a big miss on the front end for a 75% free throw shooter. Still a 2-point Ram lead. Dream safe from Clifford. Puts it down.
Loose ball picked up by CSU. Here's Clifford. Still looking for his first points of the game. Nique drives left. Fade away. Baseline. Missed it. Rebound to Nevada. Comes back to the bench. Rams will trigger it in. 14th foul there against Nevada. Here's Clifford, right baseline with the left hand, missed it short. Rebound tip for came to Lake. Adding a new Rams now in a 5-minute drought without a made basket. Here's Clifford, top of the key. Drives left baseline. Fade away two. Too strong. Rebound aimed to Rollison. He's laid back up to 7:34-27. High the right side, it's Evans, top the key. Clifford, great look at three, and he finally rings the bell.
Who's got the 3 turnovers.
Down low, there's Clifford, turnaround, jump hook is up and good. They went right after Sanders.
What a great set just to get
the paint, falling to the floor, turned it over. Rams in the front court, gotta go. Evans kicked out, Clifford, three, on target.
All fake to where Ethan's thinking he's a non-threat. As soon as he does, Rollison throws it up.
Here's Clifford. Dunk! Off the launch pad for Nique Clifford.
Nevada away, especially with the woes that they're having with the fouls.
Clifford on the right baseline. Rises over McBride. Flawless from Nique Clifford.
Offensively, the Rams unable to really take control here and advantage of what they're doing defensively.
Cowboys averaging a shade over 13 turnovers a game, and then Clifford on target. That's a three.
And Laramie, they've only been giving up 68 points per game, so that defense figured some things out.
Rams on the inbounds, got it to Clifford down the lane, lays it up and in. He is so smooth. Cole Henry. 18-4, Colorado State leading by 14. Here's Nique Clifford driving right, got down the lane, scoops it with the left hand. You got to be kidding. Not there, rebound CSU. Look good from our angle. Here's Clifford in the front court, deep three, missed well short. All right, the shot the Ram coaching staff. He's a bit off here early in the contest, but as the Rams know he can get going. 26 in the first matchup. Clifford another three, and he got it this time. Comes down the court, shaking his head. The key, it's Evans crossing over, kicked it back out to Clifford. 4 on the game clock. Clifford, step back, fires a 3 at the buzzer. Flawless from Nique.
Himself up at the last second.
Joppa into the contest, playing that post spot for Colorado State. Here's Clifford, foul line 2. Yes.
That's so good. And it's just, that's what NBA. I might have erred on the side of player control there, as he absolutely goes flying 5 feet inside the lane.
Inbounds Clifford. Bucket. Colorado State by 23. Crocker Johnson in the front court. Top of the free throw line now to Bemba. Send it down low on the inside. Clifford working in traffic. Finishes with the left hand. 22 for Nique.
Tonight, if they get hot from outside, from the three-point distance, they literally will be one of the top offenses in the country.
Clifford left free, buries it from the outside, and they'll try to activate Nique Clifford here. Basketball over 5 times. They've only attempted 3 field goals because of all the turnovers. Clifford, that's a tough shot. But like you said, he could be the guy. Coming over from Youngstown State. Into Clifford, turns the corner, changing hands, and too strong.
It's a good move. They got the
comes up with it. And Colorado State now put something together here. Good swing. Clifford left alone. Crocker Johnson wrestling for that basket.
They can shoot it that well. I love his form on his jump shot too. It's about as good as you get.
Clifford right back.
NBA right there. That's why the NBA scouts are here, because that's.
Aggies are over the limit. Under a minute to play here, first half. Clifford fading and hitting.
Well, the NBA move's starting to come out. Just seeing what kind of play they run for Clifford. He's going to take the ball, probably get a high post screen, just go one-on-one.
Clifford, step back, 3 ball. And time expired. 3 teams projected to be in the NCAA tourney. Colorado State wants to make sure there's a 4th, and it's them, Clifford. Well, understandable, they get him involved right out of the gate.
At 31 coming in.
Update the dunk tracker.
He is the one guy that really plays above the rim for this team.
Clifford can't hit on the step back.
Now, one, see him. He knocked the first one in. In a game like this, when you're down, I mean, you called heat check earlier. If I make one, it's heat check. Let's go.
Nique Clifford.
Okay. 2 possessions in a row, and you just got it 2 or 3 threes. You're under 10. So you can tell offensively they're starting to feel it a little more.
Clifford now off the pick. Little confusion there.
Yeah, one of his better games all season. He has really showed up tonight.
Clifford from the corner. Big answer. Coming up on 90 seconds to play.
Yeah, they have to make They have to make a 3 here.
Clifford. He does. They get it to 10 now.
He's definitely changing the shot. Anything here now, you know, they were looking at 3s. A 2 works for Colorado State.
Into Clifford, goes up, cannot convert, and a whistle. Second one rattles out to lead that charge. Here's Clifford. Clifford to the basket, blocked from behind. And then deflected out of bounds with 8.9.
Awesome attacking the glass on both ends of the floor, but if you're just now tuning in with us, you have to understand.
And Nique Clifford. And in the first meeting this year, Bird had his best game as an Aztec, and Clifford had one of his worst games all year. Clifford misses the 3, knocked out of bounds, and corrected to 27. Oh!
Look out.
Clifford! Of the original colors of this university back when they were an agriculture college. Their nickname were the Aggies. Clifford.
Get out of here.
Take that, NBA scouts. Minutes before halftime. Got some bench out there right now.
I know where I'd go.
Clifford.
Yep. That's where I'd go.
Leaps and bounds better than when this season started.
He might be the only freshman in the country at 7 foot that can make that kind of play.
Clifford.
Oh no. Oh no. To a teammate, do you get an offensive rebound and an assist for that?
San Diego State didn't have many leads in the first. Clifford.
Oh no. You can't.
Clifford, strong on the three. On a rebounding foul on Crocker Johnson. Lost it. Morton retrieves. Shot clock did not reset. Clifford with a runner. A miss. Put back. Crocker Johnson.
How about that from a conditioning standpoint, Rich?
Yeah, they've asked a lot, and he's delivered. Clifford. Oh! Head.
That was good help by Compton on Clifford on that curl screen.
Clifford's got 16. Clifford in tight. He's got 18. Resume. Clifford.
There's the matchup right here, Rich.
Against Bird. Bird won the first matchup. Clifford. Bird got a piece of that shot. And the rebound to Kimo Ferrari, who's
to settle down and run continuity on the offensive end.
Morton.
Oh, Bird took a shot. He's down.
Clifford got the three. Bird is hurt. With Evans against Davis. Clifford.
Got the switch they wanted.
Clifford baseline falling away. No. Cloth. Adds to that double.
Gonna get the switch again.
Rising. Missed it. Bemba. One-handed rebound.
Play. Here's Clifford stepping in front of the three-point line, hopping his way through and rolling it off the glass. And there is Nique Clifford. What a star he has become.
Turnovers, getting Denton easy deuce to get things rolling.
Clifford matched up with Joseph, scooting through the lane, and a wild take there, collected by Joseph. And
Richard Pitino's answer to being asked about that was great. He said, well, we scored, was it 51 points in the second half? I don't care how we get the points.
Here's a three from Clifford, just off the mark, and it's cleaned up. Ethan Morton just checked in, leads the break. And now looking for somewhere to go. Crowd wants to travel. Instead, Clifford for three. And the rebound, skying up. It is on. He knows how to score. Into Clifford, 10 on the timer. Working against Borovichinen, the fall away. He got it.
We asked Nico Medved where Nique Clifford has improved the most.
7 to shoot. Bourne swarmed by Joseph. 2 to shoot. Deep three, Clifford. Just off the front of the rim, but an offensive rebound for Jorgensen.
Players early for the Lobos.
They get Nique Clifford back into the game, and they feed him inside. And that one left short, perhaps affected by Washington. Evans. Lob pass to the corner. Clifford. And the weak side rebound for Seal. Colorado City possession for the Lobos. Clifford falling away, using the window. And Joseph with the rebound, pounding it off the
slight shove.
So Colorado State now in the bonus moving forward. Clifford missed the dunk. Dent leads the point. Clifford, driving kick. Return pass from Morton. And short on the three. Dent skies up for the rebound. Clifford. This second unit for Colorado State doing well. Clifford sets his feet and hits. Rams back in front on back-to-back. Third three of the game for C.J. Nolan. And now 15 points. That's a 2 and an air ball. Clifford for three. Offensive rebound for Crocker Johnson. Cycled out for Clifford the three. And it's been that kind of night for Nique Clifford.
They're one of the highest percentage teams in the nation that do. And you see there, they're really getting a hot start now. Rams got to be careful defensively.
Step back three, Clifford rims away, no good. The rebound comes to Air Force.
The middle of the paint.
There's Clifford off the inbounds on the right side, drives baseline, reverse layup is up and in. Beautifully done.
Go and get this crowd going.
Bourne 1 of 3 from downtown on Saturday against Fresno State. Here's Clifford, step back 2. Missed that one short. Rebound tip 4, and finally does not come off the court much for head coach Joe Scott. Of course, why would he? He's had a terrific career in the paint with the left hand. Clifford left it short. Falcons coming back the other way with the 15th Thursday. Rams will trigger it in on the baseline. Nique Clifford wants to go to work on Ethan Taylor. Got him baseline. Bank shot, missed it again. Boy, he's had 2 or 3 in the cylinder. And they have.
Love the activity.
Lob into Clifford. Lift fake. Layup. Good. And Clifford had missed 3 of his first 4 shots before that one. Shots have come from 3-point range. Meanwhile, the Air Force, 10 3-point attempts here so far. There's another 3 attempt by Colorado State, missing the mark from Nique Clifford.
The air he puts under that layup to go high off the glass.
6-0 run here for the Air Force Falcons. Clifford down the lane, right to the rim, lays it up and in over Springer.
And just when you do, the second you think you got that steal, they backdoor cut you just like that.
37-35, Clifford down the lane. Boy, wasn't even looking at the rim, flipped it up, got his own ball.
Rebound.
Top of the key, Kyan Evans looking to get it inside to Clifford. He got the mismatch, reverse layup, and he goes right around Ethan Taylor for the first bucket of the second half.
With that type of game, my wife would be mad at me coming home late after that one.
Well, that thing tipped off late as it was. Second free throw by Mills was not good. He split the pair. Mid-range 2 there by Clifford. He missed it. Man, Clifford.
Rim.
Kearney down the lane. The hook shot is up. He missed it. Rams with the rebound. Forecourt. Got it to Clifford ahead of the pack. He'll lay it up and in.
Pass to the corner. Kearney gets that 3-pointer up.
Top of the key. Here's Nique Clifford. He'll step into a 3. Can't answer. Rebound. Bowen Bourne has it. Kicks it out to Williams. Baseline Jordan. Fakes the 3. Drives inside. Kicks back out. Here's Clifford. Baseline. Lays it up and in with the foul.
Every time they have, they posted him up immediately.
Here's Clifford on the inbounds. Has it deep, working against OK. Fadeaway baseline. 2 is up off the glass.
I love right in the eye of Ethan Taylor saying, you're not going to get a clean look off of me.
Right side, Clifford rises for 3. Missed it short. And the rebound to Taylor.
An easy layup.
Instead, the Rams will throw it in from the baseline. Lob inside. They got it to Clifford underneath the hoop and goes up strong. And puts it in with Kearney on his back. Minutes for Colorado State. Here's Evans driving right, kicked out to Joppa. Hands to Clifford out front. Nique with some space. Rises, fires, and hits. Nique Clifford with 22.
Got his hand on an offensive rebound. Couldn't control it. And the Rams race the other way. Clifford down the lane. Clifford elevates. Finger roll came up short. Gets his own rebound. Back up. Partially blocked by Price. And a loose ball caroms to Zayon Collins for Fresno State.
The Dogs just got to stay in front of guys.
Evans working the pick and roll. Fires to the corner for Clifford. His 3 comes up short. And Price there to grab the rebound.
Get there and shoot over you.
Weaver nearly with a steal on the perimeter. Clifford penetrating from the corner right to the rim and a finger roll. He made it look easy. That first step, coach, is so quick.
We just got to stay focused.
Clifford catches, goes to the rim and hammers it home. Clifford caught it about 10 feet out in the paint. Just 10 on the shot clock. Williams thought about a 3 right side. Didn't take it. Out to Bourne. He hesitates. Now penetrates over to Clifford. He'll launch the 3 ball. Got it. Nique Clifford doing it all. He's got 7 to pace Colorado State in a little space with a little forearm shiver. 21-19 the score. CSU's lead trimmed down to 2. Bemba, beautiful pass down low to Clifford, who elevates so effortlessly and puts in 2 more. 9 points before he put it on the floor. He goes cross court to Lake, left baseline, dribbles in.
Nice
inside
catch.
To Jorgensen, blocked by Price. What a rejection, but it ends up in Clifford's hands, and he cans the 3. Bad break for the Bulldogs. Big time block. Colorado State, a 1-point lead for the visitors. Bowen Bourne is back in. They find Clifford in the corner right side for 3. Short off the front rim, and Pierre Geneste way up high to get his Rambus elbow rebound. 58-53.
Fresno State will win this game if they can continue to force Colorado State to shoot on the perimeter.
Clifford into the lane, and how do you stop that? Elevated from 10 feet away. Bulldogs by 5 with 5.5 minutes to go. The defense chant at the Save Mart Center as Clifford steps back to an elbow jumper and nails another. And Nico Medved says he wants Fire take the lead. Clifford working against Collins, spins down the lane, back out Evans, a 3 for the lead, short off the front rim. Offensive board, Clifford, and the putback goes to tie the game. Looked like Price had position but got locked down. Bulldogs over 100 locations, including Fresno, Clovis, and Madera. 64 apiece, 1:45 to go. Clifford inside the zone, turnaround Jay, no! And Morsek with a big Bulldog rebound.
You know he...
Off the double, Joppa said, oh, he almost took the 3.
Why not? I think he should have shot that. This Moby crowd would have went wild had he made it.
That's a nice move by Clifford. And Joppa kind of screamed Dagan.
It's filmed here. One-on-one with Robbie Benson.
Robbie Benson, sort of like an earlier model of a Dan Dickow. Clifford, a 3, and he missed it. Broncos a good rebounding team, one of the best.
At Colorado, he has found a home here in Fort Collins.
And he's driving here. That's kind of a Euro step through, but he missed the layup. Boise State. This is Clifford. Dagenhart has him. Jorgensen kicks. Clifford fires a 3. Has the rebound. Man down, numbers for Colorado State if they want it. Clifford wants. Little stumble there. And he fires an air ball. Good job by Dagenhart to meet, and it's got that assignment. Buchanan, such a terrific ad. The NAIA All-American. Clifford falling away. It's a 3. He is a player of the year.
Can handle in pick and roll and dribble handoff situations and make that fine. Crocker Johnson just not able to convert.
Clifford missed the mid-range shot. Cardenas is fouled. I think those are not a great shooting team. Cardenas would have a lot more assists if they were. Clifford clears some room and misses the 3. Dagenhart has the rebound. Final heat. Joppa's only played in 7 games and only 3 minutes a game in those 7 games. Clifford! Announce your presence with a on 16 buckets. That's why they're one of the best in the country at assist percentage. Clifford, left hand this time. Jorgensen thought about the 3. Clifford doesn't need to think about anything. He just gets a ball fake. Oh, Stanley comes in to block it. Or Upo with the block. That's Jorgensen, and he's 6-2 in the Mountain West. Clifford stepping through, got it up. And here come the Broncos off a missed shot. Pedaled down. Broncos in that zone again. Clifford, air ball on 3. Cardenas has it.
Colorado State's offense, which earlier was running with a ton of fluidity.
Clifford cut off by Dagenhart. Just throws up a prayer. Not a great shot, and that is off. Just lead was 17. Clifford battling, backing Cardenas in, and he scores.
But at some point, you got to double team that. Andrew Meadows.
Clifford. Long 3. Missed it badly. Chance to take the lead for Boise State.
Thing to end with the ball in Nique Clifford's hands.
That's Clifford into the lane. Good fake. Gets it up and in, and it's tied at 72. Good call against Meadow. Shot clock down. It's go time. Clifford driving. Clifford missed it. Rebound. Kick. 3. Leg hits.
Freshman for CSU playing in his first Border War.
Yeah, Newton might have been a little more open than he expected on that one. And there you see Dominique Clifford back in the game. Coach is wasting no time.
Rebounds. Henry can't get the layup. Contested, albeit. Clifford will bring it up. Stops. Pops a 3. No good. And rebounded by Cole Henry. Elming, Kyle Houston, Brian Burton with you. Thanks for joining us. And Evans gets the steal. Passes inside to Clifford. Clifford goes up, finishes the layup.
Yeah, another beautiful pass. Again, this team leads the conference.
We are underway the second half. Kyle Houston, Brian Burton with you. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. CSU with the ball, and Clifford gets the first basket of the second half.
Goes up top, gets challenged, but a great finish.
Helps when you're going to your strong side there, as Clifford pulls up three, no good, and it bounces back to Cliff, the only one scoring in this second half. 7-point lead for CSU.
But he's not afraid to put the team on his back if need be, and neither is that young man. Again, so efficient from the floor. Does a good job creating space and getting the open three, and a lot of contact at the rim. No call. Rams in transition.
Yeah, Sundance Wicks did not know why there wasn't a foul called there, and Clifford hits the three.
A run with the last back-to-back threes with the possession to add to that.
Clifford going against Nesbitt. Clifford gets some space off the glass, no good. Poked away by Jorgensen. Long three for
perimeter defender, and again, that's why he's garnering the attention that he has from the next level.
Yeah, 15 points. He was looking to make it 18. Can't quite get it. Agbin bringing it up. We're looking for Morton cutting. Bourne will take it. Quick is Bowen Bourne. Kicks it outside. They swing it. Meet Clifford for three.
We mentioned the assist. This team second chance points to go.
Clifford going one-on-one against Allen. Clifford, fadeaway jumper. Can't get it, and it is off of Agbin. Make a comeback. Of course, you remember last year, it was an 11-point deficit less than a minute to go. They come back and win in overtime. So you never know what's going to happen. Wyoming.
This is a lot of times going to take one of those two away. It's what you do as an offense after the play that can create confusion and an opportunity.
A three from the corner. That was Nique.
Right. San Diego State, you know, as aggressive as they play, knowing they're not necessarily a great shooting team, you would expect them to get more than 3 offensive rebounds.
Ooh, Nique Clifford from way
to take the good shot that presents itself. You know, they run a very patient, deliberate offense with a lot of cutting, great spacing.
That's Clifford, and he's fouled. That's Ferrari defending on Evans. Clifford's driving right at Heidi, got it up, tipped around. Yes. That's something you live by at Gonzaga, by the way.
Yeah, but I like to think that I never took a bad shot because I always thought they were going in.
You just took shots.
Yes.
You didn't differentiate between good, but still. He was eyeing that thing from about 26, 27 feet. Clifford, a nice move, but no finish. And the rebound to Coleman Jones. All coming up, AT&T at the half. This is Clifford rising and missed it. Crocker Johnson with an offensive game to shot clock. Clifford against Bird. That's a really good defender, and he gets inside him and scores and gets a free throw. I mean, there may not be a business at home against Wyoming, but the news right now is that New Mexico loses at San Jose State by a point. That's a long three by Clifford, and he missed it. The win, that means Utah State sits alone, undefeated at 6-0 atop the conference. Clifford spinning in the lane. That's a really nice move. That's why he's drawn the interest of a
lead territory. Because of their defense and how difficult it is to score on them, it many times is good night.
Clifford missed the three. Bemba, offensive rebound here in the second half. They share the ball extremely well. One of the best passing teams in the conference, and Clifford rolls in a hook.
Good execution, based on more.
Clifford, the transfer from Colorado. That's a three, and it's just short. Compton, Coleman, Jones, and Bird back in for the Aztecs. Clifford got it up. Williams ran it down. Colorado State has had opportunities. They just can't hit shots right now. Coleman takes the three. My brother Clifford takes the three and missed it. Williams. Catastrophic turnovers. That's one thing Nico Lembeck said we've got to avoid, and that's hard against San Diego State. They feed off that stuff. Davis on the move.
Rams back into their offensive set. 14:35 to go in the first. Tied up at 13, an entertaining one so far. Clifford tries his hand from deep. He'll connect. And Clifford rings the bell for the first time this half. Baseline drive. Stolen away. Rams get the steal into the front court. Here comes Nique Clifford, crossing over down the lane, lays it up, missed it, got his own board, put back, missed it again. He was 38-29, CSU with the advantage. Here's Nique Clifford cutting inside the arc, fadeaway 15-footer as short. UNLV back the other way. This is Bedford. Gordon down front, man-to-man defense here for UNLV. They've gone that way the entire contest. Stepping inside the arc, Clifford hoists up the jumper, missed it again. Get out of the UNLV.
In the way.
Each of these two teams have hit 6 of their last 8 shots. Rams have it in the front court. Top of the key, Clifford tees one up from downtown. Nique Clifford rips the triple. Clifford triggers it in, comes into Jorgensen. Tried to post it up in low here. Got Clifford against Thomas. Goes up with a shot. Lays it up and in. Easy pickings with the size advantage there.
On Thomas versus whoever's in front of him. Just one around 4.
Rams are going to throw it in. Got it to Clifford. Working against Thomas again. Left-handed jump hook. It's up and good.
That's nice. Going to that offhand.
Big hard by Colorado State as well. Ended up going to UNLV. Quick trigger 3, and Nique Clifford will rip it from straight away. That Nico Medved timeout to the Rams back by double figures. Nique Clifford again working his way into paint, spins down the lane, lays it in for the deuce. And it's UNLV that at the Thompson Mack Center. Again, everybody plays everybody this season in the Mountain West. Clifford fires a triple. Not there. Too strong, and the rebound cleared away by UNLV. 10 of the shot clock. Clifford standing out front. Nique gonna hoist up a deep 3. Why not? Clifford.
A guy who really likes to find his teammates, able to get one in transition there.
So an early 4-0 lead. 3-try Clifford on the other end, and he connects. That's always a good sign when Nique Clifford kicks it back out. 2 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Forecourt. Clifford off the launch pad. Dunk. And it's a 10-0 whistle. Colorado State firing up. 3 left wing, no good. Offensive board, Bemba drop. They won't, they'll play man-to-man. Bemba top of the key, Rams working around. Back to Clifford, head of the key, 3. Missing there, Bemba crashed on the boards, couldn't get to it. And rebound cleared here. Crocker Johnson, low left block, wants to back down against the smaller Collins. Outside, there's Clifford for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, Crocker Johnson, put back up, missed it. Rebound stolen, forecourt, here comes Bourne. Bowen Bourne stops at the foul line. Left side, there's Clifford for 3. Absolutely. Nique Clifford from down. Drive, wants to back down there. Kicks out though. Rams work it around. Clifford baseline, canceled. Fadeaway 2. Cashing. That's what he can do. Nique Clifford, he's been around to Clifford. Cycles it back out front to Jorgensen for Colorado State. 13 of the shot clock. They're posting up Clifford down low. Boy, Trimble doesn't stand a chance. Lays it in. Clifford, great feed down low. Got it to Morton, and then had it deflected. Came right back to Clifford. Baseline jumper is up and on target once again.
Spartans have some size of their own on the bench. See when we get our first look at Troll Mariel and Sadrakan Ganga as Clifford wheeling and dealing to the bucket. He's had a couple of looks in close. Ready to bang inside with Clifford, just can't get him to go. Clifford, he gets the roll on the other end. State in no rush here. Clifford left alone all day. Nique Clifford put that one up over Bemba. The contest, a good one. Tough pass for Bemba to handle over to Clifford. He can't convert. Bemba seems to be everywhere. Now Lake. More changes coming for the Spartans. Clifford, long range. Comes up short. One just draws iron. Now Clifford pushing the tempo. Clifford full head of steam right down the lane and good for two. Nique Clifford, a blur. That's off the back rim. The three-point woes. They continue. Clifford now. Clifford to the basket, counted and one. Another. Aduje takes a look. Coughs it up. Run developing upstairs. Clifford, the hammer. Bourne steps into a three. Bemba the board. Clifford left alone all day. Corner pocket, not there. The hustle. Clifford again left free. He is too good. Off the board and just said Colorado State has 59 at this point in the basketball game. It might be a little bit higher than where Coach Miles would like, but it wouldn't keep them out of contention in the game. And so it's really...
And now Evans in the corner. Through the paint. Skip pass for Clifford. Three on the way. That's short. A long rebound. Tip controlled by Donovan Deck. And Clifford will handle up top. Feed down low. Clifford hammers it home. Score it for Nique Clifford's first two of the game.
And just leaking out. Donovan Dent knew that one was going to go off and just streaks out. Great find in transition.
Clifford the other way, answers for. And now Bourne around a high screen from Kyle Jorgensen. Baseline cut, Nique Clifford left-handed layup doesn't go, but Jorgensen has it on the rebound. Kick out.
On that call, it's just too easy down low.
Clifford working to his left. Step back, baseline, jumper way too strong from 16. And Borovichinen has the rebound. Jorgensen has a steal. And he's providing a little bit of a spark here late in the first half. Clifford the other way. Floater off the glass, up and in. And Nique Clifford with 6 here in the... They can get right back in this going to the half. Jorgensen is open for three. In and out. Clifford on the offensive glass. Putback doesn't go. Crocker Johnson can't get the tip. And it's out of bounds. Off. Clifford to inbound with 48.9 left in the half. He gets it back from Lake. The floater off the window is good for Nique Clifford. And the Rams have it back. Evans, the inbounder on the baseline. Finding cutting Clifford. Pump fake. Reverse layup is good. And the Rams within 12 at 43-31.
Great individual defense from Jalen Lake. Had to guard multiple actions, multiple crosses, and multiple shot fakes, and ends up with a block.
Nique Clifford pull up. 19-footer does not go. And on the rebound. Leaving it for Nique Clifford. Backing down through the paint and up and under move, and Nique Clifford floats it in. Colorado State back within 13 at 52-30. Jorgensen handing off, no leaving it. For a backdoor cut to Bourne, he missed the layup. Clifford can't get the putback dunk.
Easy too.
Bourne into the lane, in traffic, kick out. Ball reversal for Clifford, has an open three, and that doesn't go. On the rebound, a whistle and a foul goes against Colorado. Right over the top of that zone, 68-50, New Mexico. Clifford through the paint, dunks it down hard, right on the head of Joseph. Nolan into the paint, and stolen away by Nique Clifford. In transition, he'll pull up for three, leave it short. On the glass, it's Borovichinen, just a 40% free throw shooter, so Lake fouled the right guy. If the Rams are going to pull off a miracle here, Clifford pull up three in and out. Crocker Johnson, no. Clifford another deep three on the way. That doesn't go. Rebound, tipped around. Ball.
18 of 36 in its last outing a week ago against Texas Southern, a school record 18 threes. And Clifford, whoa.
He is explosive. He's been aggressive and looking for a shot early. Here comes Clifford. Again, just so fast to the rack.
And that's against one of the best, 46.5 from behind the arc, and its loss is 27.2. The lefty three rolls out. as Jalen Crocker-Johnson is checked in, but it's a putback. And Clifford got to keep it up.
Keeping Colorado State out of the paint and keeping Nique Clifford hasn't touched the ball in a long time.
He'll get a shot here in front of the Nevada bench and leave it strong. Coleman with the rebound.
Minutes, and that's how they've been able to get back in this game. Sloppy turnover there, and Clifford's going to go throw one down.
Buckle up for Nique Clifford.
Lead back, takes the crowd out of it a little bit.
Hey, your renowned halftime report is coming up shortly. There is a legend in the building as Clifford back to the rim, bucket and one. What a finish with the left. We're going to have is the 6th man of the year, scored nearly 1,500 points at Northern Iowa. As Clifford catches, fires, misses. Rebound McBride.
Trying to get some transition baskets to get back in this game and bring some energy to the building.
Fadeaway shot for Clifford. Looked like Coleman might have got a piece of that. Went off the side of the backboard as he and CSU, especially in this second half, playing this game on their terms. Clifford's three. Short. Ball's tipped around. Rolls out of back, checks Evans. Clifford, mid-range. No good. Bailey with the rebound. Here comes Rams a bit rattled here. Pull up for Clifford. No good. Bailey skies for the board. Of course, extend its lead to 4 there. Instead, the Rams can tie or retake the lead. Clifford off the pump fake. Stops, pops. No good, and he has hit a bit of a rough patch.
Well, he's stopped.
How do the Rams respond? Clifford for the tie. Way off. Rebound Foster.
Clifford deflected nearly into the backcourt. 16 to shoot. Here's Clifford again on the right wing. Working against Gaines. Lip fake. Fires the 15-footer. Missed it short. Rebound tracked down, though, by Crocker-Johnson. Late corner. Lake down to Crocker-Johnson. Jorgensen cycles it to the left side. This is Clifford. Just 5 to shoot. Nique, step back 3. No good. Rebound Crocker-Johnson, but they'll get him going through one of the into the paint. Rejected. Boy, Yamazaki. And it's sent right back to him. Here comes CSU in transition. And the finger roll from Nique Clifford. One. And that opportunity fading away. We'll play out the possession here. 15 on the shot clock. Clifford left all alone for 3. Missed it. Rebound Bemba. Lip fake in the paint. Back up. And Nique Clifford in the front court. Going to get trapped immediately. Swings it off to Evans. Back to Clifford. Deep 3. Missed it. Bemba tipped it. Over the backboard it goes in the contest. Williams again up between the rings. 10 on the shot clock. On the left side, Nique Clifford splits a double team into paint. Pull up 2 is good. See if that gets Clifford going. He'll split. Crocker-Johnson angle left. Skip pass to Williams. Fakes the 3. Penetrates left in the lane. Got it to Clifford. Corner 3. Not there. Rebound Radford.
Or make that 3-point field goal that's extending this game enough to keep Radford at bay, and now all of a sudden a 1-possession ball game.
And Clifford with the answer. Dials one up from downtown on the other end.
They've got numbers of 3-on-2 with Morden. Good ball movement. Clifford from the wing. And the rebound to Bamasil.
And Max Scholga knows Colorado State well. Like he could run an Olympic 500-meter medley right now. Very fast, athletic. Oh, here comes Clifford. Wow.
Slotted away inside, and there's the freshman with another bam block.
He has the size, the improved skill level, but he's an elite rebounder in the NBA. Can he be a guy who defends at a high level, makes his open shots, and then finishes possessions with rebounds?
Talked about it. Bamasil had cooled off from distance the games prior as that swatted away inside by Clark.
Out again, Jack Clark communicating off the pin downs.
Trying to free up Clifford. Gets a pick, the step back. Off the front rim, Bemba. Grown man's offensive rebound. Second 3-pointer of the night for Matt Scholga. He's up to 13. Clifford turns the corner and flushes it from the baseline.
He was 0 of 5 in the first. Realignment. All this talk about levels in D1. You go to VCU, you feel like you're at a high major.
Clifford, an open three, and Clark climbs the ladder for the rebound. 6 rebounds for Rashawn Bemba. He's the lone double-figure scorer. Clifford with a chance to add to his total, and he does. A three-pointer falls.
High IQ play, kicking the ball out. It was a great pass by Bell because he thought he lost balance.
Clifford trying to take it the distance in the hands of Shulga. Clifford, far catch, excellent drive, swatted in, a goaltending violation.
My goodness, the altitude.
Clear.
Oh my. Joe Bamison.
Shot clock down to 2. Clifford puts it on the floor, in and out. Rebound Clark.
Feels like you're watching an NC.
Clifford, again averaging a double-double, number 5 in the country in rebounding. He'll post up against Yakimovsky wide of the lane. Pulls up from 18. Yes. And we're tied at 2. He's made a couple of shots. He got the open look. The ball stays with Colorado State. Bumps by 3. A three-pointer by Clifford. Left it short. Rebound battled for.
RJ showed some explosive quickness there.
Clifford in the corner. Jab step and an 18-foot jumper miss. Long rebound taken by Julian Hammond. Bubble bound. Battled for. Baskin's got it. He's trapped in. Plays it out top. Clifford on a run out against Ruffin. Airborne. Scooping off the window. Missed it. He was bothered just enough. Clifford against Yakimovsky to the baseline. Nice defense by Yakimovsky, but a good little up and under, but it's swatted away by Trevor Baskin. 7 with inside 11 minutes to play in the first half. Nate Clifford driving down the paint. Physical contact with Yakimovsky. Missed it at the rim. Baskin with the rebound. And the bus high up the window. Missed it. Evans has got the rebound. Here comes the point guard for CSU. Behind him to Clifford. Pulls up NBA range 3. And it's an air ball. And that'll bring the crowd to its feet. On the pick and roll, they dump it inside. Knocked away. Intended for Dax. Stolen by the Rams. Turnover Colorado. Clifford, right side for 3. Misses. R.J. Smith yanks that one away from the bigger Jorgens. Off to Ronchik. Head fake. Defender goes by. Got it blocked from behind by Morton. And the Rams away with it. Clifford on his way to the hoop. Splits 2 defenders and missed it. Ronchik with the rebound.
Boy, Nique's having a tough day.
Clifford. He's going to have to be productive. Back to Evans. Open 3. That one halfway down. Missed it. There's an offensive rebound by Clifford. Missed it. Got another one inside. He's in traffic. Jump pass out. And goes to work against Carrington to the baseline. Good man on ball defender. Fades from 17. Oh, what a shot that time by Nique Clifford. Pick and roll. Got it to jump to the rim, and he missed it off the window.
Good pass there.
Nique in transition for 3. And Clifford trains one from downtown. Bonus. Chapa. Has the ball up top. He's out of Serbia. Transfer to Long Island. Clifford for 3. Fading. And he missed it. Rebound. Chapa kept it alive, but Jones got it. Just want to go. Don't care what's happening. I want to score a touchdown. That's the same thing for a big man in transition. Clifford right side for 3. That one he got to go down. Yakimovsky. Both of these stance wanted him bad. Clifford. Stop and go by Carrington. Stops, turns, fires, and misses on a hook shot at the rim. R.J. Smith.
Clifford kicks it to Lake. That's a three. Not this time. Rebound Morton kicks out. Wide open three. Clifford spots up. Missed it. Rebound Morton. Found it back cutter. 10 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. See if the Rams can close out the first half of the bucket. Here's Clifford. Step back. Launches a triple. Missed it. Rebound Lake. Fires it at the buzzer. He missed it. 49-25. Colorado State in control. Ethan Morton being no guarded at the top of the key. Now to Clifford. Right elbow jumper. No good. Merk Veladze with the rebound. Drop back here into zone defense. On the left side, it's Nique Clifford. Azanza, the big man on him, a little shake, spots up for three, missed it short. Rebound to Merk Veladze.
Space to go up and finish that. Luckily, hits the line defender as it goes out of bounds.
Rams get into Clifford, slicing left down the lane. Scoop, set up and in. We're so good at 6. Large lead was 28 late stages of the first half. Step back three, Clifford, book it. Nique Clifford from downtown.
Giving up the good for the great shot is what they need to examine further as this game continues to unfold.
Off the bounce, Clifford met by punch. Good defense by the freshman.
Yeah, walled him up, stayed for 4 field goals. Good defensive rotation by TCU right there to wall up, and that's all you can do. And even when the shot is made, it's just better off.
As it will be ball out of bounds underneath for the Rams. Clifford, splash.
Absolutely. Get the ball hard, baby, yeah. I love it. Love a good block. That was big time.
For the 5th time today, we're tied no longer as Clifford. Offense after defense, you gotta love it.
With a good defense in there by Colorado State.
Nique thought about the trail three. Oh, the scoop and score.
The drag screen and transition.
8. The alley and the oop working well between Collins and Ude Jr. And that will end the first half of play.
Staunch on-ball pressure by TCU, trying to turn them over so they can get it and go.
Clifford rattles out the 3. Reynolds with a man to beat.
Over 17 times. They just haven't been able to manufacture that. Both teams have turned each other over in this one 7 times.
Nique Clifford is wet from the corner.
Well, there he is.
State in the ultimate rubber game. Meeting for the 23rd time. Clifford. No. Nice rebound by Collins. Frank
actions by the Rams.
Williams, triple try. Battle for the rebound. Clifford came out of nowhere to finish. He's got 13.
They missed it.
Clifford off the bounce. The blow by and finish. Oh, that was silky. He's got 15.
I'm glad I'm not guarding because I would have probably been on the ground. Is how tight that one was.
Clifford, step back. Oh, show us your entire bag. He's got 17.
You know, he reminds
the offensive lows, not so detrimental for TCU, but very reminiscent of yesterday. That's about the only thing that hasn't worked for Nique today.
There's still no sign
in the second half as well. He is literally stuffing the stat sheet.
Yeah, and that's why we said at the beginning of the game that...
Okay, Nique, he's got 19.
Let it fly, okay?
Shot clock into single digits. Clifford rises. Can't hit. Pass out as he was falling down. 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Clifford, turnaround jumper is wet.
Another paint touch and
P157. Clifford already has a double-double with 21 and 10.
Yeah, I like that hammer action they went to on that possession as Clifford couldn't get that one to go. It was a little fade screen.
Leading scorer in the game, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 6 dimes. Clifford, net at the rim! Oh, what a block by Ude! The Greater Palm Springs area with a W. Out of the timeout, it's Nique Clifford, up and in.
Yeah, and that play happened Because David
Clara and Washington as well. Shot clock getting low. Step back. Is wet. Is there anything Nique Clifford can't do? He's got 5 extra seconds between shot and game. Long three. No. White corrals the rebound. Shot clock is off. Tough shot. O-board though. Nique Clifford, baseline, and cleaned up his own mess.
A really tough finish inside. And maybe they just need to go through him and put Osabor and Harris on the same side of the court and make the defense choose how they're going to guard it.
Nique has his shot blocked.
Harris, deep triple try there by G.J. Davis.
Casey Evans kicks it out. Clifford in the corner, no. And Osabor clears. DJ Davis missed out on that opportunity. And Clifford goes to work on the offensive end. The drive and the finish.
Easy money. Clifford just slithered his way, right? That's the shot you want to take. That's the difference.
I'm telling you what, Harris continues to impress. Coming off a career-high 27 against Alcorn State. And then that has made the... What do you want to see from the Rams here? They're running out of time.
I want to see them get some ball screen action or some off ball for Clifford, and he's got to be able to pay it off.
And we can't thank everybody enough for their hard work. It has been amazing.
Yeah, I concur.
Clifford, throw it down. Woo, he can elevate.
Clifford off the inbound is guarded by Pickens, near post. Double team comes. He spins away from it. Turnaround jumper. No good. And Armitrating clears the Riverside rebound. Line again with 9 to shoot. Morton back to Clifford off the inbound. And Nique Clifford catch and fire from 14 feet is good. Rams within 3 at 8.
I think Crocker Johnson wasn't sure of the play call there. Went to screen Clifford and supposed to go somewhere else.
Nique Clifford. Catch and fire 3 is good from the near wing off the feed from Ethan Morton. 2 by Jalen Lake. Lost the handle and Bowen Bourne picked his pocket. Rams with Williams in transition. Lob. Dunk from Nique Clifford on the alley-oop. Timeout. 1. 2.5 minutes to play. Jalen Crocker Johnson for Nique Clifford. Catch and fire 3 far wing. That's no good, but the long rebound pulled down by Evans. Evans has it now as the Rams look to build on a 3-point lead. Nique Clifford at the elbow, near side, jump stop, throws up a shot, got bumped, went to the floor, no whistle. And Riverside
not by a thread.
1:45 to play. Colorado State 58, UC Riverside 55. Nique Clifford, step back 3 on the way. No good off the front rim. Morton tipping it, keeping it alive, and Ethan Morton on the...
Gets fouled and turns the UC Riverside over.
Clifford. Near wing, fakes the 3, now drives and leans to the rim, does not go. Battle for the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds. And that one is off the back iron, but Crocker Johnson has the offensive rebound. Clifford in the corner, a 3 on the way, in and out. And Schultz clears it for Riverside.
Certainly if you get an open one, you'll take it, but something at the rim.
Handoff for Nique Clifford. He will fire the 3 from the near wing and hit. Nique Clifford connects. 74-73, 21 seconds left. Jalen Lake pushing. They run for Crocker Johnson. It's the same play they just ran for Nique Clifford. He gets all the way to the rim and dunks it home. Nique Clifford jammed it home with the right hand. 76-75.
News for the Ole Miss Rebels. Come up back-to-back threes with Morrell and Davis, who both were sidelined for parts of the game with an injury.
Clifford knocks down the mid-range J.
You know, the analytics, Jake said not to do mid-range. Put him on Dre Davis.
Clifford, that's a 2.
Well, he's good. He's good. That was a tough shot. And that was right inside the arc. Like I said, in Iowa, scored a bunch of points at Northern Iowa. Can really shoot it. Hadn't really got it going yet. Great extra pass to their best player.
Off the iron for Clifford. And the Rams haven't scored in 3 minutes. After opening this game 3 for 6. Shooting. Clifford.
Tough shot. Tough shot. Very well contested by Padula. This is when I think Maravich right here in South Haven.
I don't think Malik Dia knew that was coming to him. He just kind of played it off like he did. Clifford, bank shot. It goes. Count that basket.
You know, it was late help from
Bourne. Shut down. Bounces to Clifford.
Great
and he hangs
cut.
on the rim.
Great pass from Bourne. Great back cut against the pressure from Clifford. Good finish for us State to get a good look because Ole Miss is going to switch everything. They didn't switch that screen.
Got to be quick. Clifford fades back. Got it. Now Brown Jones in double figures with 11. Season high for him. Clifford knocks it home.
It's tough because Ole Miss is going to bring the double team from the baseline side. This is showing zone for the first time all year. 2-3 zone. See if they'll match in it right here.
Clifford swishes it.
In the net come March.
Colorado State trailed by 19 points at the half. Clifford falls away. Offensive board. Stick back is in. Crocker Johnson with the board.
Crocker Johnson ran hard, trying to shrink the defense down the middle.
Clifford can't get the bounce. Rebound picked up by
Damon doing a really good job on Crocker Johnson to keep him off the boards. Got the match. Here comes
Clifford. Skies to the rim. 18 points.
Came to Bowen Bourne, double teamed in the left corner, in a bit of trouble. Hooks a pass off to Morton. Skip pass, corner, Clifford, three, short. Rebound, Joppa had it, lost it, loose. Driving left, Shagbani dribbling off his foot, came right to Jalen Lake. Forecourt, here's Clifford, driving right, backing his way down, fadeaway two is up and good. As the first
wide open look from deep.
42-39, lead back to three here for DU. Clifford with the answer. Nate Clifford will dial one up from downtown. And
some stuff here, up here, if they want to be in this game here down the stretch.
Ram basketball into the front court. Left corner, there's Clifford at three. Fell down, he missed it. Didn't get the call either. Rebounded DU. 59-48, DU back in front. Right side, Nique Clifford knifing through the lane. Fadeaway two, yes.
There has been a lot of those lanes out there for the Rams. You had to sub Kyan Evans out. Left Bowen Bourne to handle that press and gets the ball deflected.
65-59, three try, no good. Clifford offensive board though. Ram half. Crocker Johnson free throw line, good back cut. Found Nique Clifford. Oh, he went up for the layup, he missed it. Got his own board and the putback with the foul.
Yeah. Couldn't quite tell if he was trying to put that first real test, but certainly the last two games have been all but that. And hey, we're ready to go and see what we got against Ole Miss.
Clifford down the lane, had a notion to dunk it, lost it on the way up. Rams can get Nique going. Nique has an attempt at a shot. We're 3 minutes in. Rams leading 6-2 on a pair of Jalen Lake threes. Here's Clifford, pulls the trigger, and he books one.
He just looks in.
Udule kicked out head of the key. Three try. Jackson misses the mark. Rams want to run again. Here comes Clifford. Pull up two with the foul line. Missed it. Rebound by Tennessee State. Deco the one. Jorgensen, the freshman, top of the key. Hands off to Clifford. Nique with the crossover. Got right down the lane. Scoops it up and in. The blow by.
And right back at Brandon Weston, who get
game number 2 of the season. CSU basketball. Tennessee State back to man-to-man defense. Clifford deep three. Let's fly and buries it. Burton misses the free throw. Second free throw is up. He missed them both. Rebound Clifford. Put back. Oh, he airmailed it. Rebound to Tennessee State. Call it tie. Perhaps even take the lead in this possession. Inside 2 minutes to go in the first. Back to the zone defense for Tennessee State. Clifford left open. That's a three. Missed it. Tennessee State with the rebound.
Evans.
Inbounds. Evans circles out front. Got it to Clifford left wing. Clifford pulls the trigger. 15-foot baseline jumper. Got it for two. And the Rams. Tennessee State 10-point deficit a moment ago. All of a sudden they have it down to 4. Slicing in the lane. There goes Clifford all the way to the hoop. He missed the layup. Tennessee State back to Newt Wood for Tennessee State. Again, the lone returner for the Tigers. Step back three, Clifford. And Wood with the rebound for Tennessee State. Trying to get that offense thrown into gear here. Here's Clifford, high rise. Wood on him, crossing over, left into the paint, pull up two. Yes, sir.
That's what you want, that recognition.
Defense once again here for Tennessee State. Leg top of the key. Baseline. This is Clifford. Got inside too strong. Couldn't get his own rebound. And Wood comes. He's done a nice job of changing up defenses all evening long for CSU. Underneath, he got it to Jorgensen. Double teamed out to Clifford. Book it from the left corner. Nique Clifford. Tennessee State now 8 of 16. Back to that 2-3 zone defense. Foul line, Clifford. Floater, missed it. Rebound, Tennessee State.
That's a tough position.
Rams will throw it in the baseline, out of bounds. Clifford drives left, fadeaway, bank shots up and in. Beauty. Everything they've wanted and a bit more. Jackson down the lane. His runner off the backboard. Colorado State 3-on-2, back the other way. Layup is up and good. Nique Clifford. Too strong, and Ethan Morton with the offensive board. Nique and Evans out front. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Clifford steps into a three. Yes, sir! Nique Clifford.
The basketball here, too. Every possession matters.
Nique Clifford with 26. Got right down the lane! The throwdown! You've got to be kidding!
To send that double team, and he's too late, and he's too wide open underneath the rim.
There's Nique Clifford on the other end. Fadeaway 2 from the baseline, count it. Nique Clifford. Rams want to run. Led by Kyan Evans. Nique Clifford step back 3. Not this time. And tipped out of bounds. The other way for CSU. Jorgensen had a notion. Now to Clifford straight away. Jab step. Steps back. 3. Yes.
That step back's in the take that, get those feet behind the line.
And then another turnover for CSU. Here comes Clifford on the run. He lays it in. And a timeout, North Dakota. Salt Lake City. Rams get it into Clifford. Has it at the foul line. Rises. Misses. And the rebound to Pinot.
Seafood, if you ask me. I don't know.
17-13. Rams by 4. Clifford with the dunk.
Bit of a mental laugh.
West Africa. Ram basketball. Here's Clifford. Drives to the left baseline. Now going to spin back his way down. Turnaround jumper up and good. Right over the top of Mir Pinot. Paints misfiring there. And Evans back the other way for Colorado State. Skips it to Clifford, who tried to pass it and got deflected. Forecourt with speed. Wood. The elder statesman on this team. Free throw line. This is Rashawn Bemba, the sophomore. Hands off to Clifford. Foul line. Floater off the window and down for 2.
Got it.
10 seconds to go. Evans makes his move. Now to Clifford down the lane. Off the window. Missed it. Boy, it was a good look. Speed in the forecourt. Nique Clifford in that left corner. Now he will take the 3. Buries the 3. He's kind of inside, looking for contact. Didn't get it. Somehow comes up with the basketball. Clifford down the lane. Lays it up and in. Rams coming at the Fighting Hawks in wave.
Caliber player there. And again, I just can't tell you how solid he is on both sides of the floor.
Back cutting the lane. Clifford with the dunk. And the assist to Keyshawn Williams. 32, Rams in their offensive set. Crocker Johnson high at the right side. Top of the key to Clifford. Hoists up a triple.
He goes to the bench. It's a 19-3 run. Cardenas from the corner. No good. Oregon State cannot buy a bucket right now.
I'll tell you what, the Colorado State defense has been really good, and now they're starting to...
Cardenas puts one up, and no good. Again, limiting the rebounds, Colorado State. Nowhere to go. Shot clock at 5. Lake. Turnaround, jumper, high arcing shot. Won't go. Tipped by Clifford, no good. Crocker Johnson goes into the Boise State bench, and it's pretty in this game. Bowie a triple. No good. Clifford with 4. Clifford at midcourt. Clifford trying to get to the basket, puts up a shot, and Colorado State.
See, there's got to be a foul there somewhere. You know, this Colorado State team, we've said it.
Bowie again. Nothing going in for the Broncos. Clifford saves it to Jopa.
It looked like they were starting to get on the glass a little bit.
Anderson now finds Templin. Clifford with the rebound.
Well, that's where Falsov has to fully commit to that shot and sell it to the official.
Allen's miss. Clifford at 6'6" and a guard. Barnes trying to clear himself for a 3. Clock is down. Creative shot. Never had a chance. Clifford in transition.
That was one of the differences in our first game. Boise State, a really good free throw shooting team. Made a lot of big ones down the stretch.
Templin misses on the 3s, a 32% three-point. Evans working against Tucker Anderson. Bourne. Clifford. Well, you defend for the whole shot clock. Albury out on the floor. This is Falslev trying to get some space inside. Hooks it up, misses. Clifford, the great rebounding guard, has got 8 rebounds. He's a senior, but he played 2 years of junior college ball before getting to Queens. So it's a possibility he has an extra year, depending on how they hope. Missed it. Now they can't get him out of the game. And he fouls. This is Martinez. And it's short. Clifford has it. He's fouled. It's been a frustrating night for Martinez.
3 straight and 5 of their last 6 to close out the regular season. And then got the win yesterday against Fresno State as Nick Davidson is off the mark.
And Nevada's a dangerous team because they are a very good
Very capable team from the outside. So is this man right here, Xavier Dussel, and his first attempt is off the mark.
And he's an important guy because they need that 3rd score against Colorado State.
Tyler Rollison flies the other way. Sanders transition 3. And the rebound to Clifford.
And you see, Nico Medved loves playing here. 700. Close.
Dussel. His second attempt, and still looking for his first make. The Mountain West Sanders almost gave Nevada the lead. Offensive rebound to McBride. Davidson can't hit. And Nico Medved says, let's slow it down. Let's get a good...
I mean, Clifford and Kyan Evans, they're the guys doing the damage. And Evans started out great. He hasn't done much lately. It's been all Clifford. They got to stop him.
Got the ball. He's cooled off. He was 5 of 7 out of the gate, but since then has missed his last 3. Rollison off the mark with the 3. Rollison now 1 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Obviously, they should have free thrown Nevada. So I guess they didn't.
As Steve Alford pointed out, Dussel wide open. And not able to get on track. Dussel 0 of 4. Lake. Not his night.
He hasn't even been really close.
Offensive rebound by Clifford. They leave him open.
For both of them.
Bailey comes up empty.
Wide open.
Answer not there as Sanders misfires and Clifford with the rebound.
I mean, Nevada has not been a good pass fake there.
Davidson for 3. Clifford another rebound.
2 for 18 from 3.
Yeah, Evan gave us the report. But Dussel has been quiet. Rollison, Clifford the rebound.
You know, Clifford's a top 10 defensive rebounder in the country. Could that be possible?
There has to be something.
That is impossible. Look at Nique Medved.
He pump faked the free throw. Everyone went in the lane.
Everybody.
And nothing happened.
Chip roll this season. And he's gone about it by averaging better than 4 assists a game. And how about Omar Stanley not able to get it to go?
Meantime, the Rams have hit their last 4. Clifford will board it, and
tough shots, active hands.
Buchanan off the bounce.
But those are the shots that they're being forced to take. A lot of step back jumpers. A lot of. Talked to the assistant coaches over at Boise State. They were like, his freshman year, we clinched the Mountain West regular season. And everybody rushed the floor. And there was a lady, man, Colorado State needs something right here. And they have answered every single time.
The short clock, a forced 3 goes begging for Meadow. And now Clifford has a chance to tie or take the lead.
Top of the key, it's Latrell Davis for the Spartans. Off an Nganga screen, right down the lane. Hangs, flips it up the backboard. He missed it. Rebound to Clifford. Rams in the front court. Kyan Evans trailing, drives right. Picked up his bounce. Uduje straight away. Pull up 3. Short, rebound Clifford. Nique into the front court. Cross-court pass, got it to Williams. Washington, shot clock winding down again. Crossing over in the paint. Washington, fadeaway 2. Missed it. Rebound, Clifford. Another great defensive stand for Colorado State. Front court, Clifford, corner. Evans fakes the 3. Skips it to Crocker Johnson. He'll set his feet, fire the 3. Missed it short. Game right to Clifford. New life for the Rams. Nique, step back 3.
Clifford.
43-25. Rams push the lead up to 18. Large lead of the game. Washington off the screen. Hoists up the 3. He missed it short. Rebound to CSU and Nique Clifford. Rams have it on the P2. Rams leading here by 34. Driving right in the lane. Uduje got inside. Missed the shot though. This is Morton picking it up for the Rams.
Knocking down shots is always important for Colorado State.
Templin, quick inbound, missed everything. And the Aggies appear out of sorts this afternoon in Fort Collins.
Colorado State been so good offensively, they've gotten Utah State out of this zone.
Clifford earns a second chance. Quick ball movement. Good look there for showing that NBA athleticism. Pull-up jumper on the other side. No, and Bemba kept it alive for Clifford. Now a baseline 2. Money. On that, 11 years outright. Picked to finish 6th in the preseason poll. And all they have done is dominate. They got a new coach, they have a new star.
New roster, pretty much.
Right, they lost Grant Alsamore of 3.
Crazy.
As complete of a performance as a team can have is what Colorado State's doing right now. But, well, Clifford couldn't quite tiptoe on the baseline. He's going to give it back.
Because they got a coach. Nique Medved really is a big-time coach.
Paul Slev missed. Another rebound for Nique Clifford.
7 seconds. Now to Mills. Got to do something with it. Taylor using the pick for Silahusky. The floater. Off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Nique Clifford. Good defense by Colorado State. First in starts. Second in threes made. Third in assists. I mean, what is he missing? Not much.
He, along with Nique Clifford, are the only 2 players in the mountain. That's the way college basketball teams are being built. You know, you mentioned they're all like player of the year somewhere, and CSU is one of those teams that's being built with a bunch of really great players.
I don't know how Nique Clifford got free throw shooter. Here's the game with 116 career starts, which is a new school record. Unfortunately, couldn't knock down the front end. This is the one from the three-point line. In the last couple of games. Beasley trying to change the 5-point disadvantage. And oh, what a block! Nique Clifford skies high for the block.
He's going to have to do it for the rest of his career. And he's just getting stronger, and he's starting to hit those shots inside there.
Got to work on those free throws, though, as he missed that one pretty bad. They did get the 2 points, and the Falcilla Huskies could have shot the 3, decided not to. Now to Mills for 3. That's off the front end. And rebound by Nique Clifford in transition. Gives it to Evans for 3. Rebounded by Colorado State. And they want to run. Evans in the corner. Wide open 3. Miss, and somehow Clifford gets the rebound. Oh, that opens up a wide open three for Colorado State, as Eli Robinson is now in for Air Force. Okay, for three, way off the mark. A rebound would be by Nique Clifford, and for Clifford, they'll now have 9 points.
Mountain West action on CBS Sports Network continues from the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. Colorado State, UNLV, alongside them.
And now they just have to completely flip what their offense is.
Well, with Denon, you just kind of let him play, right? He can create so much off the pick and roll, but now with him out the lineup.
Who had his first double-double of the season in that game against Nevada. He sits down, and Nikola Japa comes on.
And Bemba had the right intentions. He just like a...
In Mountain West play, Evans is shooting 45% from three, unconscious. Lake, back iron it off. There's Clifford, a rare offensive rebound for a player so great on the defensive glass. 7 shooting. Jerry wants it. His nickname is Bear. Bear rumbles everything but the hoop.
Yeah, he almost got that one to fall. That was a terrific move. I mean, that's what makes Nique Clifford so special offensively, his ability to create separation like that. They know that's important, but it seems to take a lot of pressure off of them where they can just focus on just playing basketball.
Jerry hook shot, and at the timeout, it's off the rim. Yeah, right now the Mountain West.
Colorado State needs a bucket. It seems like Jalen Lake has delivered on the other side for the offense.
Bedford, no. Cherry tips. Clifford brings it in. That is rebound number 10. Down 3. Jalen Bedford glides inside too much. 11 rebounds for Clifford. Go along
here, but there's no shame. He's going to figure out how to find a way to win this game, and he's in it.
Emotionally charged up, UNLV. Down as many as... Rishway with a hand in his face. That's a tough shot for UNLV.
Yeah, he was fortunate to make the first one when he shot attention. Just screening to get your teammates open is going to do a lot of justice. As Rishway misses the free throw, but Clifford, him.
Keyshawn Williams gets a nice hand as he heads out. Colorado State, a bit stealer, and then whoever wins the American Conference could be a bit stealer as well as pointers. They've struggled to shoot the ball all year. 5 for 22 today, and Cardenas is 0 for 5, and Colorado State answers at the other end. Morton from the free throw line. He is just so good. He really is.
Seeds in this tournament. Late clock. Evans, the sophomore. That's Clifford, the first touch. Evans launches and hits. Straight on.
We said he's been playing well. He's really grown in that area this year as a player.
6'6", with great guard skills. Evans again. Kyan Evans, this time from the right. Clifford with the rebound. Why not? Why not? Kyan Evans.
That one was...
Clifford pick, roll, and bucket from Japa.
Weak side in that zone, nowhere to be found to convert those into opportunities in transition, which he has on a number of occasions this year.
Bemba fouled, hits the shot. Evans trapped, Morton's wide open, and he'll finish. And that may do it. Back up.
Jalen Lake driving baseline. Too strong off glass, but he gets the miss. Now Kyan Evans a three, and it's good.
This kid, this sophomore here, has been great.
And now Clifford looking for some help. Shot clock at 5. Evans is going to have to put up a three. It's good again. Second triple for Kyan Evans. Deep. Clifford with 9 points already here in the first half. Morton inside for 2.
You know, this Morton, he played at Purdue. Ever seen that?
And that's not right.
Crocker Johnson, the 3 is good.
What a great pass.
The right spot. You need a coach on the floor if you're going to play with bigger bodies. He is that.
The hands of Clifford dig it out. He sprays it to the wing. Transition 3 hits. Jalen Lake having a...
On senior day for Boise State. How much fun is this?
Evans lines up a 3. He's into double.
Different look. They have to find Nique Clifford.
Great entry. Bemba patient with the right-handed finish.
Bemba's such a curveball.
Down the court, he'll throw it away. Clifford has it back for the Rams. Drives right down the lane. Kick to the corner. Evans spot up 3 on target. Flips it up off the backboard. He missed it. Rebound to Clifford. Rams in the front court. Kyan Evans trailing. Drives right down the lane. Scoops it up and in. Kyan Evans. Boy, Bennett look, pivots, back out he goes. 14 of the shot clock here. Clifford controls top of the key. Found a cutter, Joppa down the lane for the dunk.
It's just too easy.
90 seconds to go in the first half. Clifford wide open at the key, fakes the 3, stepped inside the arc. Now to Evans, he's spotting up from 3. He'll rattle one in. Ryan Evans is 20. Home finale here against San Jose State. Clifford, high right, fakes the 3, drives to the foul line, found a back cutter in the lane. That's Clifford. I should say that's Morton, and another assist for 9.2 minutes per contest here this season. Ram basketball, here's Clifford driving right, great feed. Bemba with the easy deuce.
Takes like that extra step.
What a recovery from Martinez, though, to erase the transition layup.
In the corner, rattles it home. Jalen Crocker Johnson.
I see some home courts where it's the opposite, where the fans don't sit until the offense scores.
Right.
So the crowd is defensive minded.
I like that. On the other side, Crocker Johnson just continues to go to work 5 straight points.
Colorado State.
The rest of the half, what Medved decides to do is it's a turnover on the other side. So here comes Colorado State. Boy, turnover's been a real issue. Why not? Jalen Crocker Johnson. Their depth is really an advantage for them. Tough catch for Lake, but an ankle-breaking move, and the floater goes.
Poor closeout for Mason. He defensively was really good that whole possession.
Clifford gets it over to Bourne, who hits the 3. The energy on defense on one end. Points now in the first half for Ian Martinez. That's 33 straight games in double figures for him.
That's incredible.
Third longest such streak in the country.
Man.
But there to respond, Bowen Bourne. To 10 made field goals, 10 for 32. Inbound, going up and scoring with ease. Keyshawn Williams, athlete.
Utah State.
Trouble big time in this game, midway through the second half. Down 72-45. That was coming on the heels of a victory against San Diego State as a corner 3 gets made by Jalen Crocker Johnson. So he's got 8. Sticking with it. Evans makes the extra pass back into the game, and missing the 3 was Jorgensen. Second chance coming. Clifford gets hit going up, makes the pass to Evans. 9 assists now for Clifford.
Rebounded by Nique Clifford. Good defense by Colorado State. Now to Crocker Johnson. He'll get it off the window. For the first time this evening, the Rams on top by a digit. We're seeing a lot of tie-ups and not a lot of scoring in this game on either side. And Crocker Johnson, he's going to change that. Well, just when you say nobody can score, the easiest way to score. Really good block by Nique Clifford. You can just see the athleticism that he has as Bourne shoots the 3 and knocks it home. Bowen Bourne, the transfer from Northern
out here with their 19th win of the year.
Take a look at another season where the Rams will just be a win away from 20 as Evans. Man, that young man is hot as ever.
Yeah, I told you.
Mountain West action on CBS Sports Network continues from the Thomas and Mack Center.
A couple of weeks away before we get going in earnest.
CBS Sports Network. Bunch of the coverage for you. Three-pointer, Crocker Johnson from the top of the arc. A Colorado State lead. 15-1 this year when leading at the half. Clifford sidesteps, was defended tightly. Evans instead, bullseye. Kyan Evans, what a story.
I got PTSD of Philip McDonald coming off a down screen, flaring to the corner. There's one of the most deadliest shooters in the conference, Xavier Dussel.
Kyan Evans will answer from the right baseline. Halfway down, popped out, rebound CSU. Rams want to push in the front court. Here's Nique Clifford. Got it to Lake, another three, on target. Rebound, Colorado State. Rams looking for their first lead of the contest. Crocker Johnson underneath. He'll lay it in. And the Rams have the advantage, 38-36. Rams will reset against this Nevada defense. Clifford being hounded out front. Got it to Morton. He'll hoist up a three. His first of the season.
Not matter for Nick Davidson.
Kemba on the inside. Here's Clifford. Drives inside. Hands to Evans. And lays it up and in. About 30 to go. Here's Bemba, top of the key for CSU. Hands to Clifford. Steps inside the arc. Foul line. Got it down low to Bemba. Henry on him. Lift fake. Goes up with a shot. Lays it in. Left hand. Scoring drought.
Not a no call.
All right, so nothing to come from that. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Morton driving right down the lane. Got to the rim. Lays it up and in. The Purdue transfer. They come in more.
Belich willing that one in.
Belich with an early 5 for the Cowboys today. 3:22 to go. Evans left wing. That's a three. Dead center. Kyan Johnson got a piece of it. Outlet to Evans. Front court. Here comes Colorado State corner. Williams, wide open three. Good for Keyshawn Williams. Here's Lake at the foul line. Can he get on the board? Yes, he can. The turnaround from 10. James by 28. Job of the big man. Get a hand off to Clifford, top of the key. Fires it down low. Got it to Joppa. Lays it up and in. Everybody thought Clifford was going to rise for
start. What an opening here for Utah State. Hey, forget the tournament. Let's talk about second weekend of the tournament. The team playing this well. Now that's the biggest shot of the game for Colorado State.
Crocker Johnson. Clifford able to corral that rebound. Crocker Johnson puts it home in traffic. Tough finish.
Yeah, again, Colorado State offensive.
Jorgensen.
Nice
Good
pass.
skip. Crocker Johnson left alone and drills it from the corner.
Well, right there, Nique Clifford could feel the defense.
Clifford driving. Almost lost it. Evans. Step back three.
Four-game winning streak currently for Colorado State. Clifford forced to give it up. Deep three. Kyan Evans splash from way outside. Then a no-look pass right to Clifford. Pushes it to Bourne. 4-3. Yes. Bowen Bourne, he hasn't shot the three as well as from another double-double. Would be his 12th of the year.
I think it's a pretty safe bet he's going to get it.
Bemba. And that one nearly danced out, but it falls for Rashawn Bemba. Uncut for Evans. Now Clifford dumps it off. And Bemba able to score.
25-22.
Well, if he came out tonight, you're certainly getting a show from Ethan Taylor.
Nice move on the inside. Jalen Crocker Johnson. He'll lay it in with the left hand. Of Silahusky stolen. Forecourt. Here comes Clifford, top of the key. Lobs it down low. There's Crocker Johnson. Lays it up and in.
And just running right to the...
We've had 5 lead changes in the contest. All of them took place back in the first half. Clifford got it to Bemba down the lane. The deuce and the abuse. And bounce comes into Clifford. He has Taylor. Wants to go to work on the right baseline. Oh, what a pass. Behind the head. And the dunk from Nikola Joppa. Working his way in on Joppa. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound Joppa. Here comes CSU. Rams by 11, ahead to Lake. He'll lay it in. And the lead is up for the second half. And allowed Utah State to run away with that one. Down the lane, Clifford to Joppa. And the reverse layup is good.
The Rams dodge a bullet. 1 point game as Evan brings it ahead. Double team, gets rid of it to Clifford. Fakes right, dribbles left, kicks it to the corner right side. A three for Crocker. Johnson is in. He hit a few of those in Fort Collins against Williams left wing, but Collins with the closeout denied any three-point opportunity. Clifford now elevates a no-look feed down low. Jorgensen, who powers up between two Bulldogs and makes it. Kyle Jorgensen sneak. Price catch and shoot three in the corner right side. A little too strong, and Clifford another rebound, his fourth.
Oh, nice
ahead
pass.
to Morton, lefty layup, good.
Yeah.
Transition deuce for CSU.
Good call.
Clifford rebounding, score 40. How will Colorado State respond against this zone? Weaver nearly a steal on the perimeter. Jorgensen high post. He puts one up from 12 feet, and he's got touch. Jorgensen had a nice game in Fort Collins, and ahead to Bemba, and they say, let's not risk anything here. Clifford catches right wing. One dribble, out to Lake. Corner three, yes. Jalen Lake hit that big game winner against Boise. Fresno State Bulldogs growing up in front of our eyes. Williams trapped in the corner, elevates to swing cross-court Clifford. No-look feed down to Bemba and an easy left-hand deuce. Bemba's first field goal has the Rams within two. Pros much improved at the line. Bulldogs by 2. 2.5 minutes to go. Clifford in the high post, down low to Johnson, who hammers it home. Nice action where they sent Crocker Johnson on a baseline cut. And find Evans, he couldn't trigger the three, so they reset with Lake. Back to Evans left wing, into the hands of Clifford. Fakes the pass, one dribble, up top Evans, a deep three, and he breaks the tie. What a shot by Evans. He was open.
Colorado State in this league likes to pass the ball a lot. They're one of the best swing teams, and that is Nicola Joppa, who's getting the start for Rashawn Bemba.
In that matchup.
Good find by Cardenas, but Lockett missed the three. Joppa! He's in the lineup, and he's got both buckets. Nicola Joppa, the Serbian. Meadow with that three. That's a good sign for Boise State if they can shoot it well from three tonight. Jalen Crocker Johnson. Bronco was that Utah State game. He was playing at a really high level until the Broncos pulled into New Mexico. Evans. Oh! Kyan Evans. Evans and Lake on the bench right now with Bourne and Williams in the backcourt. Clifford. Oh! Crocker Johnson with the catch. An assist to Clifford.
And a sweet spot and score more times than not.
Broncos on this run. They're 65% from the field here in the second half. That's Evans. That's a big three. Press break. Clifford hands off Lake, and he gets the roll. And it's back to a 6-point game.
Points in the loss to New Mexico. And you start to get the feeling as he goes up and contests, ends up getting the foul as Crocker Johnson goes up, funded by Clifford.
Yeah, crowd just looking for a reason to get into this one. They are excited about this border war, ready to get behind the home team. And the response by Williams, nice pull-up jumper.
Great pull-up. Campus to start school here in a couple of days, and what better way to get back than watch the border war action. And Bemba left wide open, is able to.
That self-assist, ball movement, can't really key in on one specific guy.
Great pass from Clifford. And off of the backboard is Ethan Morton.
The bank is open. What time is it?
Memories in the border war in just a little bit. But there's been some exciting matchups recently here in Laramie as Crocker Johnson gets his stretch. You've talked about Obi. Hey, you may have to be a little bit more selfish here down the stretch. Don't look for that extra pass. If you can take it yourself, take over this game.
Yeah, and even Finesse, who's been there all 7 years with him.
Clifford with it, 5 on the shot clock, passes to Morton. Morton gets it to fall. Everything going right now for the CSU Rams.
Bird's got the height to guard him. Maybe not the bulk, and he knocks it loose. Colorado State gets it back. Great no-look pass by Evans, and Bemba cleans it up.
Understands his role, comes in ready to execute.
And you
Corner three got this crowd going.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd loves him. That's a nice look inside. Lake with the finish. And an answer from Colorado. Their schedule is going to get a little tougher here. They still have to play Utah State twice. They play Boise State twice.
Does it all for CSU.
Taking advantage of a lazy inbound pass there.
Clifford down low. Bemba with the layup. It's an only 7-point lead for Colorado State. Bemba nearly had to go into the backcourt, able to retreat. 10 on the shot clock here for CSU. Evans launches another deep three and got it to go. Kyle Evans, that's his trying to post up in the paint, bolt poked away. Rams come up with another steal. Front court, Bourne, transition three on target. Points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists already to the end. Clifford being hounded out front, tried to skip a pass, nearly stolen, turns into a layup. That's a good break for Colorado State. That does snap that 8-0 run. Snaps a 2+ minute scoring drive for the Rebels. Here's Jalen Lake, catch and shoot three, splashes it in. CSU shoot. Has been able to do some work in the paint. So good over the last year and a half of getting to the cup. And speaking of getting to the rim, Sean Bemba's made a living. Now with
7 offensive rebounds in that time as well, so time to start cleaning it up defensively, owning the paint.
Clifford, baseline drive, good feed on the inside. Got to Ethan Morton. There you see the Rams doing the shot clock here for CSU. Clifford going to throw it in. Comes into Lake, fires up a triple at the buzzer. But the community has showed up today for this one. From the corner, Lake cuts inside the paint, got to the rim, and lays it in with the left hand. That's over 3 minutes for Fresno State. Clifford fakes the three, drives right. Had to kick out. This is Williams, right corner, three. Yes, sir. Deshaun Williams from downtown.
Toes it, tip taps itself back into the out of bounds area, and the Rams sneak another possession here.
Clifford down the lane, great leave off to Jorgensen, who finishes. Evans in the front court for Colorado State. Clifford top of the key, penetrates down the lane, kick to the corner. Evans three on target.
And nearly
down, but they got it to Nique Clifford. Clifford with just the 8 points in the contest. Has it in the front court, skips it. Bourne, left corner, triple, delivers. Finally gets one to go.
Here's Clifford, under a minute to play. Down low, Bemba smashes that one home for 2. And the rebound to Bemba. Bemba caught Mariel asleep at the wheel there. That pass came over the top, and Bemba.
9-2 is the New Mexico lead over Colorado State. Jalen Crocker Johnson open on the block, goes up with the left hand and floats it in. The Rams starting to find some offense with a second unit here. Skip pass, Evans is open, near wing three on the way, and that is good. Kyan Evans continues. Immediate timeouts to come through to find their groove after the break. Clifford has it off the miss. Crocker Johnson the other way, layup, left hand, up and in, and Colorado State leads for the first time, 11-0. Second half, it's Clifford near side, guarded by Philip Borovichinen, who had a big first half. Morton in the paint, jump hook is good, and it rolls around and in. The Rams strike first here in the second half. Now Clifford baseline drive. Lake through the paint. Spinning, turning to the right hand off the window, and Colorado State has the first 4 points of the second half.
and the difference from the
ball reversal, open three on the way from the corner, does not fall for Lake. He gets it back. Far wing three is good for Jalen Lake. Rams needed that one. 63. Washington, left-handed drive, blocked away by Jorgensen. Rams have numbers running with Clifford. Evans catching fire three in transition is good for Kyan Evans. 76-68.
Trying to fill that role has been a struggle for them this year. Isaiah Stevens, probably the best Colorado State Ram ever, as Morton with the foul and one. Brandon Level said, heard Coach Noodles, Craig Neal say it, got to pick up the pace on O.
Yeah, they're being patient on offense, but there's a difference between being patient and not being aggressive. And Nevada right now is just kind of passing the ball to pass it and not looking to attack. A couple passes on the perimeter and an early three. Nevada played right into their hands here as Evans knocks down the three on the other end.
A big time shot. Clock for CSU. 17:23 to go in the first half. CSU down 4-2 in the paint. Bemba, great lip fake, lays it up and in with the right hand.
And he's so good at just setting that screen and straight.
CSU Rams want to grow. Horn front court. Got to Clifford, high right, steps inside, shovels it off. Jorgensen with the layup.
Just hanging around the rim.
CSU Rams on the run, led by Clifford. Will peel off to the right side. Now to Williams, accelerates down the lane. Hangs and hits. What a move by Keyshawn Williams. Rams have it in the front court. Kyan Evans trying to get it to Clifford. Boy, nearly threw it away. Rams underneath, get it to Bemba. The hammer.
Very interesting. They have good positional size themselves, though, but VCU's got athletes. They've got size at multiple positions. Oh, what a fake by Jorgensen.
Just found himself wide open, stepped through, and that has to feel good.
Against Penn, he sustained an unrelated injury against Georgia Southern. They're a much more dynamic team when they have him out, and so is the.
I used to have NBA TV on in my office, so I knew the players would stop in and stay a while. Oh, what a pass.
Feed inside. Clifford to Lake. Beautiful connection.
Boilermaker.
Coach. Clifford's got him open. No look dish inside, and Williams snuck behind the defense unmarked. And Colorado State.
Free throws, though.
Not a single Colorado State player has hit more than 1 3. So who do you target right now? Instead, they go for 2. And Clifford and Lake with another connection to pull the Colorado State Rams.
Good job there, though. Rams play the ball into Clifford. Cross-court pass, Williams. He's going to fire a 3 from downtown, and that snaps a nearly 5.
What he comes in and does, gets right to the rim.
Jalen Crocker Johnson calling for the clear out. In the paint, leans in, scored for 2 with the foul.
3 on the way by Jalen Lake off the mark. He was 2 for 3 from distance yesterday. Lake again, there you go.
It's the Lake show from 3. Big FaceTime with my kiddo.
Oh, nice.
That was fun.
Well, you got to help out. Right at the cup, a terrific take by Lake.
You see, that's what great spacing affords you.
Oh, and that shot is awry. Here come the Rams. Thanks so much for that report, Autumn. And Coach can clearly hear you, Christy. Lake buries another triple.
Yeah, Lake Show strikes again from 3.
He can heat up. He can get him on a heater in a hurry.
Yeah, he was 0 for 2 from 3 yesterday.
Morton at the rim.
But it's the hard cuts to me that he hasn't been able to corral any rebounds.
Memba, the bump and the buckets. 1 of 17 for TCU today, 9 of 20. What a difference a day does make. Clifford to Bourne, triple on the way is true. Shot clock into single digits. Lake. The little floater was a thing of beauty.
Guard him as he just proved he could knock one down in the corner.
Nique Clifford spinning through traffic, leaves it down low for Morton, who lays it in on a great feed from Clifford.
Got to continue to take it to this River. Rebounds. Kyan Evans secures one, and then there, Ethan Morton.
Crocker Johnson Dribble drive near side into the paint. Lefty floats it up and in, and Jalen Crocker Johnson, another clutch bucket for a 5-point. Nique Clifford, far wing on Pickens. Now spinning, leaving it for Crocker Johnson. Top of the key. Three is good! Jalen Crocker Johnson!
The history of blues in the state. Of course, a suburb of Memphis, so everybody knows Memphis for being a blues town. Ryan Evans hits that from downtown.
Good offensive possession, energy level, attention to detail in the game plan and scout.
That's good.
That is how you attack. Just that side.
Way for Ole Miss with 13 points. Clifford, he leads the way for Colorado State. He is 13.
Same play, same shot. They have kind of figured it out. They've overloaded all the great pressure from Murray. Now seems like the pressure is picked up.
8 left to shoot. Bourne lets it go and hits.
Scored a lot of points, and Murray, Jamin has a step in off the pick and pop.
Under 2 minutes to play at the Landers Center, and Jalen Lake now up to 21 points.
It's that combination.
On their first defensive stand of the contest for the Tigers. 4 in the shot clock here. Jalen Lake inbounds. Deep three, left side. Book it.
How about that?
Offensive possession of the contest. College basketball is back. Hard to believe that. Underneath, Crocker Johnson. Count it with the foul.
That's such an...
Got inside, reverse pivot, left it short. Rebound to Clifford. Rams on the run, back the other way. Here's Williams slashing down the lane. Floater is up and good.
And that pass at
Colorado State. Morton up top of the key. Now to Bemba. Angle left, it goes to Clifford. Now to Lake, straight away. Triple, yes sir.
Lake.
Clifford trying to get to the basket, left a pass and turns it over. So now no points and 3 turnovers for Colorado State. Largest deficit of the tournament for the Broncos. And an offensive foul is called. That's going to go on Clifford. You know, it was an offensive. Clifford baseline, stepped out. Looking to post up. Clifford, tough pass, and Keene takes it away. 23-point Colorado State advantage.
Clifford backing in. Doubled, in trouble, and throws it away.
Tremendous trap that time out of the zone. Clifford
and UNLV. It was not vintage Utah State last night. UNLV pushed them at times. And a travel and a turnover.
Soccer knowledge will be put to the test, and fans will realize it's next to nothing.
The steal there. Well, stick around. You'll learn something in about 6 hours at a time, so you're going to have to keep hitting shots, especially threes. And a turnover and a timeout.
6 points, 3 rebounds for Kobe. Straight out of bounds. Oh, that was travel. It was called. Let's check in with Evan. Shot clock's at 3. Clifford, tough pass inside, and a turnover.
Yeah, that was a bad decision there. End of the shot clock. Clifford's got the ball in his hands. He's got
defensively, single digits on the timer as Clifford gets it back and travels.
Good call, and I'm really intrigued by the matchup with R.J. Keene and Nique Clifford. Guard, get downhill, and as a senior, he knows how to handle it there.
Clifford with a difficult entry and turns it over. That's the 6 for the Rams.
Up, skips to the corner, Jalen Lake. Back out front, it goes to Clifford. Nique, full head of steam, down the lane, lost it, whistle out of bounds, and that's a turnover against Nique Clifford.
Finally got a stop, got out and ran in transition, got Alberry flying to the rim.
And then another takeaway, this one from Martinez. Now it's a 3-on-1. Martinez to the bucket, he gets it. as complete of a performance as a team can have is what Colorado State's doing right now. But Clifford couldn't quite tiptoe on the baseline. He's going to give it back to the Aggies.
Down by Memba. In the corner, there's Nique Clifford, double teamed, and we'll have a tie-up. And the possession arrow will go the way of the Air Force Falcons.
The Falcons have really just thrown the ball away, given it away 3 times.
Nique Clifford gives it to Crocker Johnson, and that goes off his shin. Another turn. Mills, Kearney, Walker, and Will Cooper. And there's another turnover, this time by Nique Clifford. Free. Rolls in and out, and Bourne somehow gets the rebound. The smallest guy on the court chases it down, but a traveling violation by Nique Clifford. I'll tell you what, the Falcons are doing a great job top of the standings in the Mountain West. Really good-looking basketball team. Nique Clifford, talking about a good-looking basketball player, turns it over himself. Well, it's a giveaway party in Clune Arena. Great defense.
Looking for Bear Cherry to be a little bit more involved in the offense coming down the stretch in the first half.
Clifford, putting together an all-Mountain West season, turns it over. Nique Clifford going against Miles Bird. So Nique versus Bird reminded me of some 80s NBA.
Well, that was a very fun matchup as both players played well at home. But San Diego State losing, that's a huge loss for them. But even better for Colorado State because there's still a lot to play for, right? They still have a chance to get second, even first if they wanted to from probably a little bit too rushed.
Clifford, third in the conference in scoring, turns it over. Bedford, a step in front. Left hand.
Shot by Hill. He's been playing phenomenal all game, but I probably would have loved to see that possession go to Bear Cherry a little bit more. As Rich Wayne gets a steal right here.
Much needed steal. Rich Wayne, confidence.
To love in the opening bucket to the Nevada Wolfpack. Nevada coming out in those Navy uniforms. Meanwhile, the Rams in the whites, and then a turnover on the sideline.
Allison getting right to that mid-range pull-up.
Clifford on the angle left, steps inside the arc, skips out to Crocker Johnson through his hands, and Colorado State has already turned it over 3 times in the contest.
It's got to be a little better communicating that out. Looked like it might have caught Cayenne by surprise.
And a careless turnover again for Colorado State, their first of the second half, 10th.
And that was Falstaff running free off the steal.
Little full court press look there from Utah State. That falls away, and now we'll see Colorado State and an unforced error. Clifford turns it over.
Who's a big guard also there as well.
Look at this switch down low. Got a mismatch.
Tough to skip a pass against San Diego State. To Gorville. Not a lot of scoring the last 3 minutes. Still a 5-point game. Bird with a steal. Numbers here in the lane. Lob pass, not a great.
Here for Colorado State on the road. After a slow start to the season, they were 5-5 in the non-conference. They've won 7 of 8, but a turnover there. And in transition, Dent.
Taylor left his feet, tried to deal away, taken away. This is Clifford. That's poked away from him, stolen. Taylor forecourt, up on Jorgensen, lays it in with the left hand.
But great finish there from Mills.
Mills with 8 in the contest has already eclipsed his season average, and then Clifford will turn it over. Taylor has it. He's going to hold it up in the backcourt in about a 2-second dip of this game. Nique Clifford has it up top of the key. Clifford tried to skip past to Evans. He threw it away. And here comes Air Force into the front court.
With the right hander, rimmed out, almost went down. They set it up nicely to get him free off a baseline screen, but here come the Rams the other way. Clifford has it swiped free by Collins, and now the Dogs have numbers on the break. Weaver ahead to Collins to a trailing Weaver. Fires to Colorado State. 3:10 to go in the half. Clifford from the right wing, dishing down low on the penetration, and Morton couldn't handle the pass. That time Clifford may have wanted to look.
Yeah, he may should just not say anything to the ref.
53 apiece at the 8-minute mark, and Collins takes the pass away. Collins racing in front of Morton to the rim, and the layup good. Fresno State back.
Take away a 3. Could have gone either way. Those calls are so tough. But look at Allen again. Like I said, a good player. He's going to get it back and not worry about the last mistake.
You have to set up your defender to get hit by the screen. The screener has to find the proper angle to set that screen, and you come together to not allow the defender to get through.
One of the best defenders.
Reminds you a little bit of Darion Trammell, who spent the last couple of years here, was part of that Final Four team.
Clifford walks. Stress fracture with his foot. 10 points a game last year. Clifford against Bird. It's a walk. That made the tournament. New Mexico essentially made the tournament by winning the Mountain West tournament. Bird again. That's 5 steals from him. That's a 3. And he missed it.
Nico Medved's sitting here in front of us. He just looks up with a smile on his face like some things you just can't control.
One shy of a career high. 21 for Bird. Big lead. The last 2 minutes, 3 minutes where things get a little sloppy.
Dutcher's been around for a number of years. Was it Michigan with Steve Fisher?
31, Rams by 7. Clifford in the left wing. Out to Jorgensen, fakes the 3, hands off to Clifford outside the arc and to the basketball. Boy, we've seen several travels already. Rams been paced by Bemba today. He has 11, 6 apiece for Bourne and Lake. Underneath, all that poked away there from Clifford and taken away by UNLV. Down the lane, Clifford nearly lost it. And then he does lose it, turned it over in the paint. In the front court, Crawford back the other way. Euro steps in, great feed to Collins, lays it up.
Leon Collins out of Salt Lake City Community College. Shout out Dwight Smith, one of the assistant coaches over there last year.
And then a walk on the other end, so CSU now double figure.
Out. He's looking for a call. Official says, no, sir. And here comes Clifford. Clifford now. That's an offensive as he mows down McClendon. It's foul. Not even 30 seconds into this second half. Clifford, little jump stop. They'll get him for a travel. Couldn't hang on. Shuffled the feet.
Clifford on the baseline, backing down, he's pushed to the floor, whistle, travel called Clifford on the first possession.
And I'm calling for it.
And a handoff for Nique Clifford. His first look, tried to find a cutting board, instead threw it away. Steal for Borovichinen in transition. Clifford with a screen from Bemba near side. And that pass is thrown away. True Washington with the steal. In transition, jump stop.
And they're being aggressive every time down, trying to attack the paint. Here's Nique Clifford right on cue going at it. Good defense there by Nevada, good help.
Pac's going to have to make it tough on number 10 for 1. So here come the Rams with a 2-point lead. 5 minutes to play here in this first half. An entertaining first half as Clifford dragged the leg. He didn't think so. His palms are in the air. Points off turnovers. Huge disparity, of course, in this one. That's Nevada's bread and butter so far. Tie game. Pac with a chance now to take the lead off of another Rams turnover.
I'm on. Here's Clifford, right baseline. Drives left into the paint. Tried to dump it off down low to Ethan Morton through his hands. And out of bounds. Rams are having a hard time. Here's Clifford on the left baseline. Double team comes, has to pass out of it, threw it into the backcourt. And an over and back is called against Colorado State.
Can't hit the hook shot, and in the hands of Clifford, who's been quiet. 0 points, just 1 shot so far tonight. And he dribbled it off his leg. That's Clifford can wind this down. Doesn't use the Bemba screen. Shulga pulls it. Wow. Throws it away in the hands of Clark with 2, and only fitting that at the end tomorrow's season box score as he misses one there, so maybe I jinxed him. It should still go up. Oh, Shulga, the genius. Wow. Those are the winning plays. Shulga trying to put on the finishing touches. Oh, man. Walker Johnson with the rebound. Colorado State's got to hurry.
Out of bounds.
Clifford stepped on the sideline, and it's going back to VCU.
Hammond's got 8. 37-19. Clifford struggling, loses the ball. Bucks with it. Baskin pushes up court at 6'9". Hammond And in this game here tonight, he's got 7 points. Nique Clifford down the paint, stripped by Julian Hammond, his former teammate. RJ up court, intended for Dak. He was on a run out. And
free throws are good. 65-41. Colorado State leading here. Intensity's been picked up by LMU. It forces the Rams to be a little careless with the basketball. Clifford loses it out of bounds right.
Only able to play 8 minutes in the first half yesterday because of foul trouble. Picked up that second early. Clifford trying to split the defenders.
Switching on the weak side defensively.
Nique Clifford lost the handle. Ball goes out of bounds, and that will belong to TCU. Trey White working hard on defense. 5 of its last field goal tries after the empty possession last go. Clifford bottled up and turns it over. Great hands by Collins. The step through, the teardrop. Pulls it back. Shot clock into single digits. And he has his pocket picked. Frankie Collins on the run. Nice feed.
In that stat for the team. 23 and 12 now with 3 blocks for Clifford.
Oh, goodness.
A collision there. Okay.
Bourne wanted it.
Yeah. Asabor is he's kind of a point forward. He is, and he can do multiple things well. He started his career at Montana State. And then went to Utah State for a couple times.
Nice job on the glass by the Rams. Tyree Iheanacho unable to connect. And another whistle.
And then of the basket. And force the issue. Nice skip pass for a triple.
Largest lead of the game was 9 for the Huskies, and Clifford wants that pass back.
And just the time.
Battle for the rebound, won by Bourne. Morton skips it over to Clifford, who ran out of real estate, out of bounds on the side.
Far wing, now ball reversal up top for Lake. Rams moving it without the dribble. Lake, catch and shoot, but a whistle and a moving screen is called against lead here early on. Clifford spinning through traffic, cut off with a double team. Leaves it for Lake, gets it back, drives, dunks on the baseline, but they say he stepped out of bounds. Jorgensen at the elbow, handing off, leads by 3. Barrington Hargis driving on Nique Clifford. Whistle on a Colorado State foul. And Pickens missed the second. Rams can win it. Nique Clifford across midcourt. Into the paint. He lost the handle on it. On the floor, it's loose. Caleb Smith has it. And a foul by Keyshawn Williams.
5, and he's usually probably normally a 4. They'll bring the double team on Clifford.
Clifford throws it away. He wanted that for Crocker Johnson in the lane. Jamin.
Defense, great hands. Padula snapped his head. Good defense, turned an easy bucket for Ole Miss on this end.
A whistle and an offensive foul called on Clifford.
We tried missing there, Otto Ankra. Yeah, this time Colorado State able to secure the rebound. Lob down low to a cutter, ball knocked away, turned over. Back the other way, here comes DU, slicing down the lane in the second. CSU holding on to a 1-point advantage. Clifford on the left side, probes on the right side, gonna kick out the Bourne off his fingers, out of bounds.
And I thought Nique could have just...
Short corner left, now wants to back his way down. Kicked out to Clifford, fakes the 3, drives right down the lane, and tried to hook a pass to the left wing. Nobody was home. Out of bounds, turned over. Good from press row next to the Ram bench. Ethan Morton drives to the foul line, tried to spin down the lane, got shut down there. Backdoor cut to Clifford, rolled up his arm and taken away. Turned over. Forecourt, Northern Iowa's played a ton of big-time college hoops. Jorgensen foul line, looking for a back cutter in the paint. Clifford had it knocked away. Nico Medved wanted the foul. Didn't get the whistle, though. Here's Nique Clifford. Wants to go to work here. Steps inside, got underneath, threw it away. Bonhomme into the forecourt. Drives the baseline, spins inside. 74-49. Lead is sitting at 25 for the Rams right now. The big lead's been 34. We're going to walk out front against
He's going to let it fly. False slip. Martinez, quick trigger. Off. Well, when Jerry Calhoun built this roster, he wanted 5 guys on the floor at all times who could knock down a 3.
Right in that zone, nowhere to be found. Joppa, such a big target on that roll to the rim.
Martinez a 3, and it's short. For December. Whereas if you have the luxury of playing in a larger conference, you get more quad 1 opportunities in your league schedule.
And offensively today, about as impressive as I've seen.
Keene. Gotta have it. 3 goes begging. Lake's there for the defense.
Oh, and I see everybody out there double fisting, coming in, walking in the building. It's fun. And why not come out and celebrate these guys one last time in Moby?
Yeah, we've had to turn down a handful of it so far.
Assignment for Bo Becker on Kyan Evans. Jeffrey Mills. Oh, beautiful pass. Byron Brown, the recipient.
I love when we're playing aggressive and getting out using that speed.
All right, Cowboy basketball, about an 8-second differential shot in the game clock. Back cutting in the lane. Ball taken away. They were looking for.
And this lead back up to 17. This is huge.
Heat check.
Oh, notice that at all? And I think in some arenas you don't, because they're really kind of big. There's false left. Look at that, just going to the rim again. But I think in it.
Long on the 3 is Boyd. Guathan, his second offensive distance. He's really rebounded here tonight.
Sorry, Rich. Colorado State, one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country. 11 of 16 from the free throw line. That is 7.
He doesn't get a lot of attention nationally, but he can score it and finish at the rim. He's a terrific passer. He competes on the defensive end.
Yeah, 11 of 31 now. Colorado State playing a bit better here in the last 4 minutes. Bird, a 3. And the Stars.
Smacks the basketball, lobs it inside, runner up, no good. Boy, Michael Robinson.
Coleman with it. 5 on the shot clock. Coleman's gonna have to fire it up. The wing 3. No good.
You know he's going to bring it to you.
Yeah, Gaines not a 3-point shooter for Radford. Into the front court. There's Moss. He is a 3-point shooter. Missed it, though. And the rebound secured by Colorado. And Bourne being looked at by the training staff down at the end of the Rams bench. Hopefully he's okay. 3 try up top, in and out from Yamazaki, the rebounder. Here comes Radford back the other way. 4 minutes to go. Right side Moss off the screen. Fires a 3. Missed it. Rebound Colorado.
He's only shooting 27% from 3 this year, 6 points per game. Good to see him get going if you're Nico Medved, making his open shot there. The craft.
Out top to Hammond. With Lake on him. To Yakimoski. Open. Fires a 3. Missed it. Dak the offensive rebound. Step on top by 22. As we get this second half underway. Electric atmosphere. Yakimoski for 3. That one might have been deflected by Crocker Johnson. We're down 22 at the break. They're +2 here in the second period. Yakimoski step back on Clifford. Missed the 17-footer. Weak side.
Collins, the senior guard out of Sacramento, California, leading scorer for the Horned Frogs.
It's like a matchup zone there because they're following through.
That shot selection.
Yeah, I thought he could have really taken a couple power dribbles right to the chest of the defender and gotten to the rim or maybe fouled.
And a 3 try there by Nkrumah is no good.
Defensive rebound.
Gundule, right of the lanes, kicks it top of the key, driving inside, floater up, blocked there. Loose ball picked up, came to.
You know, Andrew, I don't think it gets you tonight. I think if they win, it'll start getting them hard tomorrow.
Okay. Sanders, no. And knocked out of bounds. It'll be Rams basketball. Nevada still looking for its first points of the second half. Sanders knocked out by Clifford. Sanders recovers.
Few games of this season, but he was killing everybody when he was on scout team.
Showing off his range. In fact, when he's been in the starting lineup and off the bench on senior night. Meadow with the basketball and 6 to shoot. Attacks with the lefts. And we're going to stay at this end as Ubo.
Baseline. Watch there by Clifford. Yaduje fakes the 3. Drives baseline. Pull up 2. Missed everything. Rebounded Kyan Evans. Yaduje. Back to Davis. Again, it's a San Jose State team playing shorthanded. Only dressing 7 tonight. There's Davis down the lane. Slithers in for the pretty left-hand 2. Rams leading here by 34. Driving right in the lane. Yaduje got inside. Missed the shot, though. This is more time.
House Arena, San Diego State, the pit for New Mexico, and Logan at the Spectrum for Utah State. Colorado State, no joke here at Moby Arena.
Yeah.
Forcing a miss. And they made as a pro prospect, and he's a very good one. He's hurt right now. Another Miles Bird has been in the conversation, but Nique Clifford about as special as
for second, rather December 7th when they were able to beat Stony Brook. Luke Kearney spots him for 3 and can't get the con roll.
UNLV looking for their 4th straight win. Bedford off the glass, acrobatic.
Greg, we talked to Coach Calhoun before this game. He said the key to the game for them, spacing. And right there on the first possession, tremendous spacing.
That's a great point. He was floating out to like 17 feet. So the teams exchange turnovers, and Philip Borovichinen scoots his way.
Rams have made 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts. They have a 4-point advantage. Pull-up jumper by Kearney is up and good. Luke Kearney, sophomore out of...
Been dominated by Dagenhart and delivered by Cardenas. 3 assists for Cardenas. Dagenhart's 2 for 2. And that long 3 is off.
Screen from Cole Henry. Now Magassa. Gives it to Nesbitt. Nesbitt. Jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Crocker Johnson.
Team right now. This is Magoon Quaff, the big redshirt freshman. And there goes Miles Bird with the miss and a rebound outlet. All right, they've run the offense. This is what he means by play after the play. And they create something. Bird, 3, it's short. Got it up and over. Colorado State down 10.
Colorado State on an 8-0 run over the last 2:34. Into Vaihola. Hall, and that'll be 4 minutes to go in this first half. Here's a Duje. He'll pull up for 3. Off the side rim, and the shooting woes continue.
Colorado State just needed one of those first immediate timeouts to come through to find their groove after the break.
Does as he flies right by and gives Nique Clifford one of the easier buckets of the day.
Applehawn's 3 from the far corner, rims around and out, and Keyshawn Williams has the rebound. Rams can run.
Limited turnovers in the first half, each with 6. That was just the 7th team turnover for Colorado State. Yes, we're both getting used to the Rams for both sides as Shulga with a long...
Good extra passes, getting it to the second and third sides here. Alette, too strong. Colorado State meeting for the 22nd time. Each has won 11 times in the series. Nice teardrop by Collins. Well, I thought
Here's Jackson again, left wing outside the arc to Carlos Williams. Back to Jackson, deep 3. Hits the rim a couple of times.
Luke power dribble might have got fouled or got an easier look instead of fading out of that putback.
Corner 3 is up and down. Count it for Carlos Williams. Jackson, head of the key. Trying to get down the lane, throws a shot up, missed it. And then a foul.
Hey, whatever it takes.
All right, second one is good, 80-77. Colorado State by 3, 90 seconds left. Deep 3, no good there. Rebound Weston. 16 and a half minutes to go in the first half of play. Matthews out front, the big man. Now Eagle staff, mid-range, not there. Into the forecourt. Cutting left down the lane, Mayor got inside, reverse pivot, left it short. Rebound to Clifford, Rams on the run, back the other way.
And Sanders bringing it across for the Wolfpack. Sanders trying to get all the way to the basket, could not finish, out of bounds, and it's Colorado State ball. Shot clock down to 5. Rollison deep 3. And going to get the rebound. And look at this Colorado State team. 5-5 to start the season. As Sanders lays it in. And then what they have done since then.
The sophomores in the starting lineup has made a huge difference.
Yeah, he said, look, he's had teams that have improved throughout the season as Sanders hits again, but he's never had him. Sanders, turnaround. Won't go down. Rebound to Jalen. Thing called.
Whoa. How can that be possible?
That has to be something.
That is impossible. Look at Nique Medved.
He pump faked.
I really liked the fact that Cardenas came over and how he's able to lead this team, just put them in the right spot. You need a coach on the floor if you're going to play with bigger bodies.
4 minutes to go to decide the 2 seed in the Mountain West. Step back 3, Cardenas, shorts. Morton brings it in on the defensive boom.
Defend here.
Top of the key, it's Latrell Davis for the Spartans. Off an Nganga screen, right down the lane. Hangs, flips it up off the backboard. He missed it. Rebound to Clifford.
I love what you're seeing from Nique Clifford, as you're right. Few and far between is the scoring here in the first half.
14-6. Rams have the lead up to 8. This is a 12-2 run. And then
Now it's the Rams blitzing the Aggies here in Fort Collins.
Tian Martinez. 5th leading scorer in the Mountain West, return 5 in the rematch.
It's a complete role reversal of the first matchup in Logan.
Allen getting downhill, gets the teardrop to go, stops the 8-0 run.
That's what I love about Utah.
Tian Martinez. Martinez up top, hits the 3. It's the second of the... Nick, you were just talking about this a moment ago. For this Utah State team that started the second half on a 7-0 run, as a 3 gets made from the left side, another one for
him at the next level. It's just a consistent 3-point jump shot. Looks pretty good here this afternoon.
Barnes looking to fire in response, wide left.
Doubling him and find an open Crocker Johnson at the top.
It's the Colorado State motto. Nique Medved says it all the time. Love the paint, like the 3.
Right, they've turned 4 turnovers now into 6 points, and they're feeling good as ever, shooting 3 of 4 from deep.
Sanders pull up 2 from the free throw line. Count it.
Kyan Evans, as Nique Clifford really did not have a lot of options initially on the drive.
9-point game. Sanders pull up jumper, missed it. Rebound Clifford with a $120 to go.
And a deflection already to start.
3-0 lead for the Rams. Nesbitt down the lane. Missed it at the rim. Rebound tip for Luke.
You've got 0 margin for error.
So both sophomore guards are on the bench.
Tough.
With 2 fouls, and that's Nick Boyd. He's a
I'd like to see something from Bird here.
Bird, good head fake. Gets inside. Difficult shot. Free throws coming. And we'll see who the foul's on. Baseline out of bounds. Davis pops a 3. Tried to bank it. Had to get it over Clifford.
Atiki Atiki commits the...
Going to get the call more times than not.
Here's Allen back into the game. Allen underneath. Great move by Dante Allen.
Big play. Much to keep it as close as you can to hang around.
Nesbitt's going to have to shoot. Nesbitt goes up, fires it, can't get it. Shot clock violation. Passes over to Nesbitt. 7 to shoot. Nesbitt drives in, goes up, reverse layup. First basket for Nesbitt.
Where will San Diego State get their points tonight? Maybe it's Bird. Oh, Clifford had a block. He's whistled for a foul. Boyd driving. He's fouled. He hadn't played a lot this year.
He's 4th in the country in blocks per game.
Back the other way.
You can hear the Ram bench when Denon Thomas comes flying down in transition.
And a 3 up and good for Jaden Henley from the right.
McClendon, floater, that works. Tough shot there from Will McClendon.
Denton now waiting for 10 seconds to start the offense. And then losing a handle on it, Nique Clifford has the steal.
Kyle Jorgensen is checked in for CSU. Shot is up and no good for Coleman. And back here come the Rams with Evans. And
Tonight on 2 of 6 shooting. Just his second field goal make of the evening. Truth Harris down the lane. Rejected there by Crocker Johnson. Rams can run here if they want to. And Zion Walker, who has it again out front. That was his first made three of the entire season. Now the blow-by of Clifford and Walker.
Good job so far this afternoon. Really locked in on the scouting report. Staying in. What a reverse layup. Perfect timing. Shulga is able to
We can say so many good things, but we just need him to stop handing the ball over. That's it.
3 try on the other end after the free throws from Clifford. Misses by Johnston.
73. Barrington Hargress driving on Nique Clifford. Whistle on a Colorado State foul goes against Nique Clifford. Riverside off the inbound has Nique Clifford now guarding Hargress, who drives right at him and pulls up from the elbow. No good. Morton has the rebound. Play. 56-52. Nate Pickens working on Nique Clifford down the lane. Goes up strong. Jalen Crocker Johnson forces a miss going vertical. He's been the story of the second half. Gets to his right hand, scoop, and score off the window. 72-67. River.
Shots have been from downtown. Gregg curls off a screen, got to the foul line, steps inside, fires the jumper, missed it. Up high for the rebound, collecting it is Nique.
Knowing Kyle Jorgensen's behind him for the putback.
22-17, lead is 5. Craig right baseline, got inside the paint and a little floater from the right of the lane, looking to penetrate, can't get past Ethan Morton. 5 on the shot clock. San Vicente fadeaway left baseline, missed it. Rebound on the inside.
Nkrumah, forecourt. Nkrumah out front. Nkrumah pulls up for 3. Wild shot. It somehow goes in with point.
Top of the key, Nkrumah. Spins down the lane all the way inside. Missed the shot and then a foul going for the board against the
This game is the way Colorado State's playing those pick and rolls. Degenhart is so good at rolling to the basket.
Meadows foul going baseline.
Threes, and that's translated to others getting in on the three-point shooting party. 10 of 18 from beyond the arc.
Falslev was 3 consecutive buckets, coupled through 11. Aubrey going to go try to get 2 points. Has the rebound. Lost it.
Ducell puts one up and hits. Ducell's first bucket of the night.
Now the defense is playing really strong.
Sanders right back inside, missed it. Davidson cleans it up. The first field goal of the
corner. Cardenas. Weak side board corralled by Degenhart. Now Meadow brings the whistle.
Second chance opportunity.
Julian Bowie. The freshman Carmichael. That rattles out. Morton gets a touch.
I think for us, he's got to kind of sit down and watch this one, but Rams got their hands full here early.
Duje down the lane, took contact, whistle, and a foul. So, Josh, you do
Has to be in that category as well. I agree. You look at some of their wins that they're having. Becker comes down the paint. I'm surprised they didn't call foul right there, but
really top of the key, gets the start. Sanders starts on the bench in the second half with the 3 personal fouls. Quick jumper there by Bailey, misses the mark. Rebound, Colorado.
Minutes of this game, Nevada started 12 of 18 from the field. Since then, just 6 of 24.
Out of the timeout, Wolfpack basketball, and then a
possession.
Yeah, ball got poked away from Bem, but it went right in the face of Henry. He's okay. Right, here's Newton, step back 3, good, after Clifford goes to the floor. Bim controls out between the rings, off a high screen, sends it to the corner. Nesbitt charges, lane, reverse layup is good. That was pretty.
And the way he hot coming off the fingertips, and That can pay dividends here down the stretch of the conference season, I'm sure.
Allen steps inside the arc. He lost the basket.
History with all of the foul trouble. That's the number one thing I'm watching for is Colorado State's ability to manage the foul situation. And be interesting to see if 8 so far. Noland on the spin. And he drug that pivot foot. And he's a 6th-year senior because of that injury. Back to a 2-point game. Orvicinen steps inside. In and out.
It's a good season. 3 try by Crocker Johnson misses the mark. The rebound to Air Force. Falcons back the other way. Here's Taylor. And then a walk out front.
And roll with Morsek. Keeps the bounce, does Weaver. Stops it now. Bounces to the right block for Crawford. Going to work against Clifford. Fadeaway 15-footer. Drew back iron and up high for the rebound. Got it. Shot clock in single digits. Weaver going at Lake. Behind for Price. Jump stop, spin to the bucket.
Nice
Lefty layup. Just missed it. Good move, but he didn't finish. And the Rimble. Shot clock in single digits. Comes to Weaver, left wing against Clifford. That matchup Taylor just talked about. And Weaver attacking the glass, draws the foul, and somehow squeaked it up and in.
Out. Ubo driving, kicking, Meadow driving, and fouled on his way to the buckets.
And I know post-entry sets where then there's split actions, and Kyan Evans doing a terrific job of learning it and executing it. Player is a 3-and-D guy at the next level.
Stanley's in there. Degenhart, nice catch, big hop, and a bucket. When he gets it in low, he's got all the move. That's a difference in this game. Cardenas hunting. Meadow driving. He's bumped and he scores. There's no whistle, but a terrific.
At this point, we need to go through the game notes and see what a career high, game high for steals by an individual in the game is for this Aztec program.
30-22, Rams leading by 8. Largest lead in the first half. Richwine. They tried to go after his own miss, couldn't do it.
Around and forcing our defense to scramble a little bit. But to me, the difference is we're just moving the ball so good right now. 11 assists to 12 made field goals.
By a strong move and a tough traveling black uniforms with the red numbers. Rams wearing the state pride home white uniforms. Down the lane, Henley, strong move. Missed it at the rim though. Rebounded Bemba.
Good looks here in the second half.
Lead balloons to 19. Henley in the paint. Rims away. No good, but he'll get 2
quick sub. Looks like he's finally starting to get those legs under him.
Driving in the paint, there's Henley. A little floater is up and in. Right, Jaden.
Coach Medved telling him, go, go. His shot clock's running down. He said, no, I'm shooting this thing. There's no way I'm driving the lane.
Into the paint. Henley couldn't get it to go. 15 seconds left. Here comes Fresno State. Fresno has missed their last 7 shots. Bulldogs dire need of a bucket and a drive down the right side. Whistle, foul.
Ball game against a feisty Fresno State Bulldog team.
Robinson cuts inside the paint, left-handed runner, missed everything. Rebound to Ethan Morton in Colorado.
Here as we come up on 5 minutes into this one. Here's a good opportunity. Hall, little spin and just coming up short. Looking on Bemba. Yap. Here's Hall. Difficult angle. Vaihola secures the rebound.
He falls rolls around, no whistle. Dent on a gamble has an open three. That doesn't fall, and Evans has the rebound.
Moss, Clifford on him. Top of the key to Macklin, working around to Truth Harris. 10 to shoot. Harris against Morton, drives in the paint. Ball got poked away. It's loose. Check that, rather, Zion Walker is checked in the game. Right side Moss penetrates left in the lane. Reverse pivots. Floater missed it. Rebound CSU. Outlet to Keyshawn Williams.
A guard. Winning plays. Clark. Extra give. Billups. Does he have another one? Furman, another offensive.
And their offense has been anemic with him on the bench. Trey White, denied by Clifford. Colorado State, silky smooth leaner in the pinch post. Alette, high off glass. Now that's a tough bucket right there. Nice bounce pass. Osibor kicks it back. Court right, fakes. Too strong. Great kick.
Chagvagno, top of the key. Skips to
Otto Ankra fakes the three, drives inside, lays it up, missed it, whistle, foul. He'll get two.
There knocks down a tough two-pointer.
And in the key, Nkrumah down the lane, little floater there, missed it short. Apida retrieved the rebound, was into the forecourt looking for their second lead of the contest. Slicing through the lane, fadeaway two, up and good for Brandon Weston. 44-25, it's a 19-point game. Baseline, Woodson, count it with the foul. Darius Woodson, kicked out. Woodson puts his head down, got through the lane, and got contact. He'll shoot two.
Nevada still looking for its first points of the second half. Sanders knocked out by Clifford. Sanders recovers. And now
Working the defense right there. No room for Barnes. 9 seconds. Pass in the corner. Blocked by Clifford.
Wow.
A defensive clinic being... Oh, my goodness. Bowen Bourne. Not just a three-point shooter. And then a rejection. Clifford went way up to take that away.
From the three-point line in the last couple of games. Beasley trying to change the 5-point disadvantage. And oh, what a block! Nique Clifford skies high for the block. Have a field goal in the last 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Give it to Will Cooper. Beautiful pass to Mills. Mills doesn't have anywhere to go. And Cooper gets it blocked by Nique Clifford. Well, he was spotted up in his favorite spot in the
Wolfpack. And Daniel Foster has been battling an ankle injury. Did not play against San Jose State on Friday night and is not suited up here today. Turned over in the paint, and the Rams have it coming in the front.
Also take some time. Shot clock to 8. Good block. Clifford denies that Acano try.
1-point game. Boyd has been in control. Starting, stopping, shot blocked. Rams push it out of that group. Degenhart begging for the ball. Wants to take it hard. He does. Clifford blocked it, and it goes the other way.
Terrific recognition.
Yap. Crossover, but Clifford right with him. Davis. Blocked. Clifford turns that away. Now the
corner for Kyan Evans.
Dent against Lake as the Rams go back to the man defense. Clifford gets a block on a three-point attempt, and the Rams can run the other way.
Manesh's shot in that moment to take that three. Look at that. VCU's defense picking up.
Wow. Foul. Michael Bell on the other end. Contested well by Clifford. Second effort, no. And muscled down by Mbemba.
But Mbemba is there with the rebound. And then Mbemba loses the handle. Didn't expect the ball back. Alette denied by Clifford. Woo! It's his house here. Asia Ellison and company will have you on lock. Shot clock into single digits. Nique, get up and go. Give me that. The stretch for TCU, and their offense has been anemic with him on the bench. Trey White denied by Clifford. Evans
and coming off the screen full speed and getting his feet set squared.
Moses, dribble drive, kick out for Strauss, who airballs a three, and Crocker Johnson has it for Colorado State, now leading.
Immediately has to give it up and forces that turnover.
Jorgensen at the elbow, handing off, leads by 3. Barrington Hargis driving on.
Brakefield gets his miss back. And a foul called underneath on Ole Miss.
To 3. He's going to be an important piece for Ole Miss going forward. Great slip from Jamin Brakefield.
And he's rejected by Clifford.
A really good slip. Great pass right there.
Ryan Evans into the forecourt. Boy, it lost the ball, turned it over. Here's Pannone back the other way with speed underneath, roofed. Got blocked. That was Nique Clifford.
Not giving up on a play. Just because you get beat doesn't mean you can't get back into the play.
That's Nique Clifford. That's Nique Clifford.
Stevens, who was a superstar for Colorado State for 5 years, and now the kid's starting to come into his own.
Only averaged 1 point per game last year as Clifford had the steal, then knocked away by Sanders. Out of bounds. Lake misses one. The lead is 8 as we approach 2 minutes to go. Clifford got a hand on it and a steal. Great defense by Nique Clifford.
He's got that. Venus came over, and how he's able to lead this team, just put them in the right spot. You need a coach on the floor if you're going to play with bigger bodies. He is that.
The hands of Clifford dig it out. He sprays it to the wing. Carmichael stolen on its way to the corner. Nique Clifford doing it all. It's it back from Evans.
Here's Jalen Lake, got 2 feet in, scoops it up, rejected by Mario. The big man will bring it down the court, he'll throw it away. Clifford has it back for the Rams, drives right down the lane, kick to the corner. Inside 13 minutes to go here in the first half of play. In the front court, driving right, losing the basketball, and Ganga, he'll lose it. Front court, Morton down the lane, got it to Bourne.
Another one of those shots where the Rams felt like you were going to really explode away here.
Wait, did the Rams turn it over? Ball loose at midcourt, and that is how the first half will end. Evans threw it away.
The Aggies here in Fort Collins.
Ian Martinez, 5th inning scorer in the Mountain West, who turns it over. Up ahead to Clifford. Back, Evans to the bucket, gets his shot.
9 seconds on the clock. Cooper making the drive, steps back, gives it up to Beasley. Beasley, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, loses the handle and turns it over yet again. Here comes Evans on a 2-on-1. Beautiful.
They called the travel. Now we got Dustin and Oke in the game
as the Falcons start to empty their bench. And immediately that leads to a turnover, and Nique Clifford could have got his.
Mountain West action on CBS Sports Network continues from the Thomas and Mack Center.
Speed.
All right, Cowboy basketball, about an 8-second differential shot in the game clock. Back cutting in the lane, ball taken away. They were looking for Wills, and guess who? Nique Clifford, one of them.
We're back to 27.
Corrected to 27.
Oh!
Look out.
Clifford!
All right, Rich, Colorado State, one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country, 11 of 16 from the free throw line. That is 7 straight empty possessions for San Diego State.
And that's how you Bird with a steal. Numbers here in the lane. Lob pass, not a great one.
Sloppy play. Both teams look tired. It's been a...
With his hands, getting steals. He is really, really talented in that area. Then a no-look pass right to Clifford. Pushes it to Bourne. 4
for Colorado State. Second free throw is good. 13-13. All tied up here from Fort Collins. Taylor left his feet, tried to deal away, taken away. This is Clifford. That's poked away.
2 for 5 from the floor. They made a couple threes. Collins lost the handle, picked it up, finds Price left baseline, trying to back down Clifford, who pokes it free from behind. No foul call. A takeaway for CSU, trying to capitalize. Clifford in the corner. Less than a minute gone by in the second half. Bulldogs with the ball down 2, and a careless pass by Collins, stolen by Clifford. Watch out. Clifford to the rim, fouled by Collins.
Cardenas being asked to do a lot. As usual, it was the lob pass. Ubo wasn't on the same page, though. Ubo rolled.
Now for Nique Clifford. Here's Dante Allen. Stolen away by Clifford. Clifford going up, pauses, and is knocked away.
Continuing to fire away, shooting over 50% conference.
CSU takes the lead 5-3, and then a steal there in the front court as Nique Clifford again. Cody does it all to the gates, into the paint. There's Headley. The fake, nowhere to go. Rich Wayne on the right wing. Trying to post up in the paint, ball poked away. Rams come up with another steal. Front court, Bourne, transition. UNLV back the other way. This is Bedford, the head of steam. Got cut off, and then threw it away. Nique Clifford with the long arms. Kyan Evans with speed. Rich Wayne top of the key, driving inside, scoops it up, missed it. And saved there by Cherry, but he threw it right to Nique Clifford. Rams have it in the front court. Transition 3, Lake again. And this is an 8-0 run for the Rams. Down the lane, Weaver triple teamed, pivots around, he's in trouble, kicks it back out, 2 on the shot clock, knocked away, forecourt, Clifford.
So up above his scoring average. He's been in double figures in every game but one this season. The steal there. Bourne now.
Trap dent up top. Ball reversal for Appelhahn. Nolan into the paint. And stolen away by Nique Clifford. In transition, he'll pull up for 3. Leave it. Dent now waiting for 10 seconds to start the offense. And then losing a handle on it, Nique Clifford has the steal. Off to Morton in the backcourt. Pushing.
But Nevada's matched it the last few minutes, and that's how they've been able to get back in this game. Sloppy turnover there, and Clifford's going to go throw one down.
Buckle up for Nique Clifford.
Nikita Macklin working around to Truth Harris. 10 to shoot. Harris against Morton, drives in the paint, ball got poked away. It's loose, and it came to CSU. Evans with a full head of steam.
7% from 3 this year, 6 points per game. Good to see him get going if you're Nico Medved, making his open shot there, the crafty shooting lefty.
5th turnover for VCU. Will
has got the ball to start. Elijah Malone only had 1 field goal attempt. They try the alley-oop. He lobs it to Julian Hammond on a backdoor cut. It was a very shallow pass and a turnover.
Into the front court. Here comes Tennessee State on the left wing, knocked away, stolen. Clifford has it in the front court, holds up on the wing right. Crosses Jackson, top of the key, penetrates, left-handed floater, missed it. Rebound loose, and a jump ball called. Gonna go to CSU. Women's doubleheader, the women able to knock off San Francisco after being down by double figures in the second half. Stolen away. Clifford, forecourt, and took the contact.
Degenhart with 4 points in the first half. They're clearing it out for him. Morton, a good defender. Degenhart to Keene for 3. Just his 7th. 3 more. Offensive rebound by Keene. Meadow for 3. Keene.
4 weeks of the season. He's done that. Other players have really stepped into their roles, embraced them, and starred in those roles. But saw a better opportunity could be for him at Colorado State, and it's worked out great for him as well as Nico Medved.
That's a really nice play by Albury. With the ball, a chance to take the lead. Rolliston spins out, offensive rebound by Gerard. Got to shoot a 3 here, though. You're down 6. Has to be a 3. Davidson to the corner it goes. Rolliston 3, air ball. Evans has it, knocked away. And
job of setting his feet and getting ready to go.
Home crowd wanted the foul as Degenhart held it. Missed 3 by Meadow.
People raised a heck of a young man in Tyson.
He gets it here at the foul line. Good look to the left corner. It pops out, but he's there for the offensive rebound.
And yeah, if he gets it going, we are very deadly from beyond the arc, as you see there.
Left corner, rising for a 3. It's up no good from Hall in the rebound.
If he starts knocking down 3s for us here in the next few weeks, I mean, we're a completely different monster offensively.
Gudarzi for 3. He'll bang one in. He was on.
Tucker Johnson are pretty good with their back to the basket.
Martinez underneath the hoop, gets rid of it. Tucker Anderson's 3 is a miss. And that's going to be called. Working the defense right there. No room for Barnes. 9 seconds. Pass in the corner. Blocked by Clifford.
Wow.
A defensive.
No problem with that, knocking down 2 threes early.
He's 3 of 3 in 6 minutes of court time. Kyan Evans is. And you just talked about it. Calhoun's going to be the 3rd coach in 3 years at Utah State to take this team to the dance, assuming Utah State ends up getting in the. And now Colorado State with 86 points, the most points Utah State's allowed all season. And they'll get 2.
Still Husky with the height advantage, gives it up to Ethan Taylor, who knocks it home. Nico Medved. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Give it to Will Cooper. Beautiful pass to Mills. Mills doesn't have anywhere to go. And Cooper gets it blocked by Nique Clifford. Well, he was spotted up in his
conference. Agbim against Bourne. Has him left to the lane. Outside it goes. Nesbitt for three. Off the heel. Rebound CSU. Joppa 2-4. CSU with the lead. Agbin bruises on the right side. Got right of the lane. Sends it all the way out. Nesbitt three. Short. Rebound loose. Near side track.
Shoot something right in front of the rim.
Cowboy basketball, boy. Bourne just took an elbow. Three try up and good from Belich.
At the free throw line like you talked about.
78-48. Rams have this thing up to 30. Allen left wing hoists up the triple. Missed it. Rebound. Oh, no, Chaparral, I think. Chaparral High School. Of course, Chaparral High School. You talk about them in Wyoming as Nesbitt fires a three, missed it. Of course, you think of Josh Allen.
Be happy not to turn it over, and they did attack.
Martinez buries it. They haven't needed much from him.
Looks for his teammates. Probably needs to be a little more selfish at times, to be honest.
Martinez buries the deep ball. Away.
Templin's everywhere. Templin's going to end up with something here. You feel it.
Falslev. A rare miss there, side of the back. Also takes some time. Shot clock to 8. Good block. Clifford denies that Acano try.
Now for the Aztecs. DeGorville kicks. Bird launches. Short. Still a struggle from three. Use a big night. 5 rebounds for Guath to go with 11 points. Bird misses the three. Guath
in harm's way. If you got to just backpedal, and put your hands up, so be it, given how well you're playing in your foul trouble.
Or if Eachin in too strong, but an open three. Flick of the wrist. Missed it. Rebound came right back to him. And a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Deep ball by Taylor is up and good. And he has an early on the Ram roster. Has made more threes this year than Lake. That's his 45th. Still a Husky in the paint. Mills mid-range 2 is up and good.
And a little more juice in that offensive possession there. You got Bourne attacking early, flattening out that defense and attacking on that second touch.
Corner, Kearney for three, and he has the answer. Not made a field goal in 7 minutes. They need a bucket badly. Corner, three, good. There it is, and it's Sam's with 13. 68-56, Rams by 12. Right side, it's Springer. Another three. Missed badly that time. The rebound to CSU and Nico.
12 timeout. Rams have a couple subs at the table, and so do the Bulldogs. We're going to see Jasir Trimble for the first time. Price catch and shoot three in the corner right side. A little too strong, and Clifford another rebound.
Sophomore, a season ago as a freshman, was in the rotation, but with Isaiah Stevens, as Meadow knocks down a corner three, but with Isaiah Stevens, with your big man taking that wide open three. I just hope Nico Medved is.
Meadow, who hangs out in the corner. Cardenas replaces him. Misses the three. That's Buchanan.
Agbim gets a screen. Agbim working hard. Try to get it into Henry. It was deflected. Nesbitt for three. No good. Rebounded by Bemba. Get the ball out of the media timeout. And Magassa will keep it in. Nice hustle play. Belich stops and pops a three. No good. Koyanets can't keep it in. And
Heidi, corner. There's Ferrari. That's what he does. He makes three.
Of course, Dutcher's dad was a head coach there. They both had a kind of a similar roots as Minnesota natives.
Gorville with a long three.
We played a little over 2 minutes. There's Thomas. Slashes to the free throw line. On the left side, another three is up, and another three is down. Jalen working against Clifford. Here's the big man, Cherry. Kicked out. Another three for Henley. Got another. Boy, Henley with his third triple. Beat on Thomas into the front court. UNLV trying to battle back. They're down by 7. Henley, another three. Watch out. Missed it. Put back dunk attempt. Rams push the lead back to double figures. 46-35. 37 seconds to go in the first half. Deep three again for Bedford. Missed it. And again, might have put down the lane. Nowhere to go. Ball got tipped right to Thomas. Drove to the foul line. Now to Bedford. Another 3. Air ball. Andy Clifford.
As he has been a starter every time out. Now Vaihola will turn and face. Out to Yap. He'll answer. That just rims out. As his
against Lake as the Rams go back into man defense. Clifford gets a block on a three-point attempt, and the Rams can run the.
Now Davidson working on Morton. Clifford kept an eye on him. That left Coleman open for the 3. And ECU, a team we saw Nevada beat earlier this year at the Charleston Classic. Coleman has to give it up. Rollison at the horn for 3.
Great stretches of offense tonight, but that's the thing is they're still getting used to each other. It's the consistency that needs to come. As
Big
a good
3
little
for
kick
Sanders. Left it short.
Josiah Harris, step back jumper. Too strong. Rebound pulled away by Macklin. To Harris for 3. Missed it badly. And the Rams finally. Lob to the free throw line. Gaines kicks out. Left corner, a 3. No good. And then a foul for the rebound.
From Colorado. Comes to Colorado State. Has gotten better both years. Great player.
Amiso rises up from the corner and buries a 3.
Waiting for the two-handed slam.
I don't know if he would like Sean Marion's shot, though.
No questions. He is a much more beautiful shot as Jack Clark shows.
Stays here. Excellent effort by Amiso to keep it alive. To Jack Clark in the corner. It's Fats Billups for 3. No. Amiso showing off that vertical.
11 offensive rebounds to VCU.
Clark, no hesitation, puts it up. Furman, grown man's offensive rebound.
10 on the play clock. Hammond downhill to the foul line. Left side, Yakimovsky down to 3. He's going to fire a contested three-pointer, missed it. And Jumpa inside with the. R.J. Smith. Ronchik for 3. Misses off the back of the iron. Rebound.
Test.
Nice job trailing that drive from Jalen Lake.
So just 3. Merkladze missed it. Now has it high on the left side. Drives right. Kick to the right side here to Johnston. Back to Stone Carrawell. Deep 3 straight away. Missed it there. Rebound to CSU.
In there. That pass could come to him. TCU trying to end a Rams 7-0 run. Corner 3, Reynolds. Morton is there for the rebound. It's 13 minutes to go until we crown a 3rd place winner. That 3 ball is no good, but a whistle blows, and you cannot foul the 3.
Halftime saying we need to load up early and clear early to the 3-point line to disallow touches. And I don't know if they got there in time. Lucky they missed it. It's inside, but he's not setting himself in that way.
Collins, corner 3, misses the basket, and then
to get the momentum back.
Colorado State trying to shake off a lost Friday night. That'll help.
Amen. 3 of 5 from 3. So sticking with that hot hand, you got to continue to feed him.
That 3 too strong. Let's find out what's going on.
Double. I wasn't so sure Morton got hammered on the way up under that reversal.
Hargress on a kick out for Isaiah Moses. High arcing 3. Touches the rafters and
Green full speed and getting his feet set squared.
Moses dribble drive, kick out for Strauss, who airballs a 3, and Crocker Johnson has it for Colorado. 10 minutes to go, first half. Baseline, skip pass for Riverside in the corner. It is Pickens who catches and fires in a 3. Hargress again, skip pass to Moses in the corner. Caleb Smith catch and fire 3 from the wing is short, and here comes Keyshawn Williams trying to push.
Guarding Dia by himself with the freshman. Did close down with the point, Evans.
Dre Davis. Bang! Ole Miss 2 for 2 from outside.
They've made long-range shots. They've drove it. They've had post-ups. They've scored at all 3 levels. He's good from the 3-point. Good open shot for Ole Miss. Again, just fighting.
All conference honors last year. Padula whips it to Murray. Barnes left open.
What a great time for a 3. Deep paint touch.
280 rather. And CSU got the win as the 13th ranked team in the nation. All right, we're underway. Head of the key 3 is up and down from Isaiah Adoankra.
Just finishing that shot.
39 apiece. Agbanyo into the paint, kicked out, head of the key. Agdo Enkra, and knocked down his third triple of the count. Picked up his bounce in a bit of trouble. Carr in the right corner. 7-footer skips it to Lee. That's a three. Well off. Rebound, Jalen Lake. Front. Got it to Wood, high the right side. Back to Jackson straight away. Nkrumah wide open. Fires the triple. Misses it. Rebound to Crawford Johnson. And the Rams had that 14-2 run to open up the second. 9 on the shot clock here. Out front to the corner. 3. Weston. Missed it. Rebound. Goal in the final 7 minutes and 42 seconds of that first half. They scored points, but they all came from the foul line. And a 3 try there misses its mark. The Gnome gonna bring it back out front. Inside 10 of the shot clock. That's a deep 3. Eli King from the parking lots.
To get him in the right spots and in the help.
Boy, a wealth of potential though for Jalen Crocker Johnson. 3 head of the key. Darius Woodson's off the mark.
To the regular season, he went for 36 points on the road in Boise. A 10-point win.
The triple-double guy. He's got the ball here. Time winding down in the first half. Sanders a 3. No good. Rebound Bemba. 1 second.
What happened down there?
Inside 13 minutes to go here in the first half of play. In the front court. Driving right, losing the basketball. And top of the key, it's Bailey. Clifford has the matchup there. Bailey drives, got inside. Rejected by Clifford. There comes
that green wall again, force him to back it out. Washington cradling and finishing.
One of the negatives of them was rebounding. They've been good today. Driving the lane, little runner, no good at the shot clock buzzer. Rebound volleyball around.
Double. And 4 assists, so he's really just not forcing the issue at all there. And why would you? When you're up 30, it's next man up and just
7 on the shot clock. Getting into the paint, putting a float up, blocked by Clifford against the shot clock, and Kyan Evans has it.
Straight away. Again, their leading scorer with 5 of the early contest. Pull-up jumper, left elbow, Macklin, he'll bury it.
Another offensive rebound.
Furman was like, Joe, you're not getting this one. This one's mine, brother.
Russell, step back 3. Trying to take the lid off. Bamisile gives it.
Morton has guarded 4 different positions already in this first half. Step back jumper from Caleb Smith against the shot clock is an air ball.
26-19. Rams have matched their large lead of the evening. Driving in the lane, it's Carr, spins baseline, hangs off the glass, missed it. Rebound to Crocker.
Meadow is back at the scorer's table after the blood above his eye. Gardenias, bad pass and a turnover.
Senior night playing with Stanley. Well, 2-man game at the top. Now to the baseline. And one. How about the upper body strength?
You don't schedule that and schedule a quad 3 game in the Palm Springs, but that's the way it happened. Good drive, good Darsey able to feed on the inside, and Aganga.
Easiest shot he's had all night. Credit to that Nevada defense.
34-30, cutting inside. McBride, the feed from Davidson. Count it. 2018. Agbim fires it down low. Got it to Belic, who had a Ram pinned underneath. Going to go to the bench, picking up his second. Bourne will check in for him. Here's Mills down the lane for the easy layup. A little backdoor cut. They got Clifford.
Shot. Cardenas, great move. Gets through. Finds Buchanan. Blocked by Clifford, but a foul.
And in a little deep there, lost his dribble. There's the 2 freshmen popped into DeGorville. He missed it.
From the field to make it a 37-18 game. Baseline cut, Borovichinen the lay-in on the feed from Dent.
Here into the front court. Here's Moss out front. Now to Walker high on the left side. Find a back cutter in the lane. Reverse layup rejected. Picked up though here by Radford.
Dak Play clock at 5. Give off to Yakimowski. Down the paint. Bounces on a backdoor cut to Trevor. Off his fingertips. Out of bounds. Turnover, Colorado.
Lewis penetrates left in the paint to Merklade. Left corner. Lodze drives inside. Good pocket pass. Missed it at the rim. Might have been blocked by Jorgensen.
He does. Sticking with the zone is Colorado State.
Nice bounce to King. The flush he has got.
Just a one-possession game. The lead is just 2.
Osibor at the cup.
As he should.
Now with 7 rebounds.
Yeah, you can't hesitate on your defensive rotations going back to what Autumn Johnson just reported on.
Oh, nice finish at the cup by Diallo.
Him up. Hargress driving to his right. Spinning through the paint. Looking down low to a cutting Schultz who dunks it home. He dunked it with 7 seconds left. Rams going in.
Great pin down from Morrell. Really good pass. Good recover by Crocker Johnson.
Trey Davis off the mark.
He is a really good
Manny. Back to San Vicente, left of the lane. Crocker Johnson on him. Found a back cutter in the lane. Lift fake, shot up, blocked there. Whistle foul. It'll go against Clifford. And it was part of a men's-women's doubleheader. The women able to knock off San Francisco after being down by double figures in the second half. Stolen away.